Welcome back, everybody, to the 69th chapter of Brunkhollow. I didn't even say it was tabletop notch because that wasn't important.
It's all about 69.
This is something a little different.
There are V's of all depths, medium, small, and big.
We should arrange ourselves
homemade
based on
depth of
Yes.
V.
Deepest might be
Talon?
Talon?
Unless I tuck it.
Talon's is the deepest, but Anthony's is the biggest.
Mine might be the widest too.
Don't be surprised if after the intro plays, the outfits change considerably or not. I don't know. But we have a great show tonight. Hopefully, I guess we don't really plan everything, but
Yeah, maybe.
What if we bomb episodes again? Oh my god.
Very forgettable.
That would be very sad.
Very forgettable.
All shopping
Very, very
episode.
sad.
We'll be picking up sort of the tail end of the evening after our valiant rescue's the wrong word. Our valiant
Rescue.
conversation with
Condemnation.
yes,
Yeah.
condemnation to the hells of Professor Pierpont last episode, which is the prevailing thing, and also Doxley's conversation with Izzy, which I'm sure more to be discussed there. But before we dive into the actual show, let's go around the V's and do
Deep! Twitch.tv/tabletopnotch live. Sunday night, 7 p.m. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your emotes and showing how you feel about the V's. But there are other ways to watch and listen. Tuesday, you can listen to a podcast. Friday, you can watch a podcast. If you support us in a couple of different ways, you can get access to that early. You can get early Tuesday access to the VOD. But other than that, you should use a fun and nasty, freezy
Amazon
Prime subscription.
I mean,
69 Prime.
60
nasties.
Prime.
Or it's September as well on Twitch.
even now.
So everyone's a sub this month.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv. Use your Prime. Sub us.
That's all I got.
I was told to keep it brief. We're on every single social media platform at Tabletop Notch. Booyah.
Wow.
speaking of
That's it.
booyah, we got merch. Buy it.
Booyah.
Please. You can wear some stuff. You can carry your shit in it. We don't have any deep V's, and maybe we ought to.
You could cut a DV into something
you
like
could.
I
You
did.
could absolutely do that.
Anything's a deep V if you pull hard
Oh,
enough.
if you wore one of the hoodies, the zippered hoodie, you could
Oh, yeah.
you could
Oh,
V
you
it all
could
the way
deep view the
down.
hoodie, yes.
I should have done
titty
that
tape.
instead of
There you
destroying a
go.
shirt.
Yeah.
It's already kind of a deep U.
A deep view. Yeah, there it is.
There we go. There we go. Anyway, get your merch.
Get your merch. Speaking of deep U's, discord.gg/tabletopnotch. Join it. There's really good fan art this week. I'm not going to go into it very much. You got to join. There it is.
Bingo.
Really good.
It is
are
really
being
good.
Yep. We had a notch and soda this week. I'm not going to get in too much of detail because we're trying to keep this tight. But also, so if you're on our Patreon, you get the notch and soda. We also just dropped the Hero Forge minis for our cast. And then next month is going to be the alternate poses that you guys saw a glimpse of last week.
Yes.
We haven't seen a couple of them yet, but they're a surprise. And we're going to get the PDF to you in the next coming days.
Yeah, within the next couple days. We've already started on that, so we're polishing that up, and that'll be up as well. And we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah. And okay, so we are coming in on the closing final week of fundraising for 826 NYC.
Oh, yeah.
If you weren't here last week, we're joining in their charity trivia night. So 826 NYC has multiple locations throughout the U.S., but in this NYC one, they provide after-school creative writing programs, and some of them are free for those who are in need of it. So we are fundraising for them. They're hosting a charity night, and each team is raising money. And depending on how much money you earn, you can spend that money to cheat in the trivia. So you get like hints and stuff like that. So we need your help.
Yeah.
Because we
like money, we like cheating.
we love both of those things. But I wanted to emphasize like how much help we do need by doing a speed round charity trivia event where I am MC and you,
Oh my
you are
God.
participants,
Gotta
and
lock
Matthew,
in.
if you are needed, you will be
Our cheat?
The judge at
Oh,
Yeah, Matt's
the
our cheat because
cheat.
Matt knows everything.
Do you give me money and
can
then I
be.
cheat for you?
So really quickly, I've got a couple of, and you will be able to use lifelines at any point. So you just have to shout it out. Once we start into the lifeline period, I'll lay out how you use up your
Oh
lifeline.
my god, this
Yeah.
is so fun. This is so fun.
To the donating page. Okay. So here we go. Question number 1. Name this award-winning storyteller.
Buzz?
Ding, ding, ding.
Once-
Ding, ding.
I
gotta
do
set-
need to get through this.
Oh, okay.
Then what do we do?
Ding,
You're a
ding, ding.
team. You're a team.
Oh,
You're
we're a
a team.
team.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
we're
a
all
team.
okay.
Yeah, this is
Nah,
this
fuck
is how
these guys. I win.
representative of how we would perform in.
All right.
Oh,
I
great,
see.
great, great.
Got it. Sorry, you're not versus one another. I should have.
Claws
been
were coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was ready to kill every single person.
With my bare hands.
Yeah.
I was ready to deep V these.
Yes.
Name this award-winning storyteller who once said, "You are the perfect person to tell your story."
Buzz.
What is Lin-Manuel Miranda?
Great, you don't have to do questions.
It's Jeopardy too.
We don't know. We don't know.
I know the image
Wow.
of Lin-Manuel Miranda. I'm
Also, do we
talking
have to, do we have to answer like a baby?
No,
like
it's
that?
a Lin-Manuel Miranda.
I got
Yeah.
it. I knew it.
Okay.
Was.
There's
a little
Musical
thing.
theater girlies knew
That
I
is
know who he is,
correct.
I guess.
And Lin-Manuel Miranda is an appreciator of stories and the importance of stories, not unlike 826 NYC.
Oh.
Their staff, their volunteers, and the students that
Thought
their
you were gonna
creative
say
writing
he's gonna
program.
be there, but
He's behind me.
He's behind
He's
the wall over there.
around.
You might be in the same city.
and we'd like to welcome you.
Oh, geez, let's keep this show on the road. What is the year that history denotes as the end of the Middle Ages and the beginning of the early modern period?
A little bit of a jump here.
I'm gonna guess it's
Difficult.
somewhere in
I'm sorry.
Middle
Middle
Ages?
Ages to repeat.
What is the year that history denotes as the end of the Middle Ages and the beginning of the early modern period?
I would say like
It's gonna be like
1652.
I was gonna say like somewhere around Henry the Eighth.
my guess was also to say the middle of the 1600s.
Oh, okay.
But I feel like I always feel like the Middle Ages are earlier than I thought.
Yeah, like,
they
like
are.
50.
Middle Ages has like 14s for me, but
They go on for a long
yeah,
time.
but bordering
Don't
on
ask.
the mark.
Don't ask for a lifeline.
There-
How close do we have to be, or do we have to be on the
On it?
on the nose?
There is a specific number.
God bless America.
Okay.
1650.
Two.
That you also- you
1650
have
1669.
lifelines as well.
1669.
You can cheat.
How do we
hey, I
show
wanna
me a
cheat.
cheat?
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
give me
that
a
was
cheat,
the
give me a
whole
cheat.
point of this was to show that you need to cheat.
All right.
Okay.
Holy smokes. Okay, you have a couple of options. I can give you the first letter of the answer. Matt Googles it, but he has to use the AI overview response. I provide 4 possible answers, only one of which is correct. Or you can ask Twitch chat.
Honey, have Google.
Second or third one.
Second or third one.
Definitely not the AI.
So the third one.
So the third one is the 4 options.
4
We
options.
pick.
4 options?
All right.
Okay.
Okay, let's do
Okay. For let's say A, it's gonna be 1400. B, 1500. C, 1600. D, 1650.
Oh, it was our
on.
instinct was 1650. I say we just go
Yeah,
with 1650.
All right. All right.
Wait,
Oh my
hold on,
God.
wait. Because 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue, so that's like the modern age kind of thing, right?
What did it say? It went from
that
Middle
modern?
Ages to the.
Early modern period.
Middle Ages to the early modern period. It's 1
You're
year.
saying
but it's-
1500.
I think
That was
it
my
might
first
be-
instinct. Was 15.
It might be.
This is the show.
Yep. You got 5 more seconds.
you
Okay,
want-
I'm fine with saying 15.
15?
15?
I'm fine with that.
1500.
All right,
1500 is correct!
All right.
Technically kind of like an arbitrary number that historians have agreed
Okay.
to kind of
Okay.
Okay.
switch
You're okay.
over. It's not like a
Good pull on
like
Columbus.
yeah.
It's always early.
Okay.
I honestly, I feel like I've Googled Middle Ages before, and I was like, is there like an exact number? I
Oh,
didn't
but
even-
1500 coincidentally is also the amount of money that we are trying to raise as a team. Because $1,500 is for one student to have a full free course for a semester at 826 NYC.
Give
So that is our
Very
goal.
cool.
Kid
You see how I'm
arrived.
kind of tying it all together.
You're a genius.
Next question.
If I was to Google it, would AI have been correct?
Don't say it out
Oh,
loud.
okay, then I won't.
They can't know if it's
Oh,
reliable.
I see.
It's
Yes.
But
Next question. Which brewery offers a seasonal beer called the Post Road Pumpkin Ale? And for bonus points, what is the advertised alcohol by volume of said beer?
Okay.
I bet it's Brooklyn. I bet it's Brooklyn Brewery because that's where the.
Post Road. Yeah, I think.
But also that's where our event is.
Yeah.
And Jordan is doing really smart question writing.
And it's gonna be
second
6.9% alcohol.
6.9% alcohol. This is good.
Quite the.
I think you're absolutely right. I think it's bad.
I think
Okay.
But how do we
need to
cheat?
cheat.
Yeah, how do we cheat?
We
Yeah.
gotta. You want to cheat?
Yeah.
let's
Is it the
cheat.
same options?
Well, you can do any of the things I listed before. So I can give you the first letter of the answer. Matt Googles it and use AI overview. The 4 possible responses, or ask Twitch chat.
I feel like the first letter thing would work on this one. What's
do
the
the
first letter?
B.
Bud
Yeah, Bud Light.
It's Budweiser.
And would you like to go in? Brooklyn Brew is correct.
Oh, hey!
Let's go, team.
Would you like to try to do the bonus question of the alcohol volume?
Oh, sure.
It's absolutely 6.9%.
100%.
You're locking in 6.9.
100%.
Locking in.
We're locking in.
100%. That's a strong year.
6.9% is incorrect.
No.
These people are doing bits instead of answering trivia.
This is
I thought it was a
hell.
bit you were doing in the question.
Wait, let's try to cheat.
no.
Wait, before you give us the real one, do the Google thing.
Okay.
It's called the Post Road
Pumpkin Ale.
Pumpkin Ale.
That's
ABV.
I'll have some of that next
Holy
week.
shit. Sounds nice.
Oh God, I have AI disabled.
Do it on.
Yeah, I have to
mine.
open a different.
That's the correct.
This is the
That
correct
is
answer.
correct.
Oh god.
Post Road Pumpkin Ale.
Post Road.
Yeah.
Pumpkin
Oh
Ale.
God, I have it disabled.
Let's see. Content was generated with AI. Alcohol content.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Okay.
5%. That's what it says.
Exactly
It
5?
says exactly 5.
Locking a 5.
I mean, sure.
We'll do it.
Sounds right.
AI was right.
Oh!
It's 5%.
Again, the correct answer was it's disabled.
Yeah.
I had to open up a browser that I never use.
So far it's been 2 cheats, correct?
Yeah.
No, we've used
No.
3.
3 cheats.
The only thing we
Great.
haven't done is ask chat.
Okay.
Here we go.
You can. I would say no.
I want to use them all.
Chat's not gonna help you with this one. Okay, the last question.
That was mean.
What
right?
grade? Oh wait, I have to bring it back. You did. Brooklyn Brewery, that's where the event is at. Thank you, Deirdre. Final question. What grade was Jordan in when she was caught cheating on a math test? A moment of guilt that can still weigh on her to this day.
Wow.
Bonus points if you can answer the specific question she cheated on.
Ask Twitch chat.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be a Matt.
Yeah, but that's you can't Google it.
never did.
Did.
Okay, I'm gonna guess.
Trick
I'm gonna
question.
guess middle school or elementary school because I think high school Jordan probably wouldn't do that.
Yeah, it still haunts her though, so I do think it has to be
Middle
like
school?
middle school, early
Just
peak.
old enough
I
to
was
take a
gonna guess
risk.
Fifth or sixth
Young
grade?
enough
Sixth
to.
grade.
Sixth grade.
Fifth or sixth grade is good. I think sixth is a
That's
good.
when like
That's
you're
middle
id
school.
and super
Middle school,
ego.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I show an old picture of you that I have, will you say younger or older than that?
Younger. Quick, where is it?
Do it.
Go ahead, get in there.
my
Show me the
wallet.
picture. Oh, damn it.
Jordan's like,
That's
don't.
cute.
I know exactly what picture he's
I think I
talking
know.
about.
I think I know what
He has
picture
it.
too.
I fucking hate that he has. Are you locking in a response?
Sixth grade.
I
Sixth
think
grade?
sixth grade.
And wait, do we have to give the
I'll ask that question
Okay.
afterward.
sixth grade?
You're locking in 6th grade?
Oh, what does chat say? Chat says, I see a highlighted sixth grade from Mutant
Okay.
from 6.
All
We're
right,
doing it.
mutants. If it's mutants wrong, banned.
Very close. It was 7th.
Oh, you were such a bad
grade
child.
class.
That you're old enough to know better
What was
then.
the
Specific
question?
question?
And the specific
You should have
question
known better
on
for
my
sure.
math test was, what are the 3 rivers that intersect in the city of Pittsburgh?
Why was that
On your
map?
Math
Exactly.
test?
And partly why I don't feel that guilty about it.
Wow.
What are the
I felt-
3
But you
rivers?
got caught?
Yeah.
Okay, the Allegheny.
The hanky
The-
panky.
The,
and
Matt is not playing trivia with us, and that seems like it might be a good thing.
Wow.
What are the other ones? Okay, what are our guesses?
I do not dream of Pittsburgh.
you
Oh,
both.
yeah,
I do not
hey,
dream of Pittsburgh.
I do not either, but
Rivers? I don't
ch-
know, the
chat,
Hershey River,
chat.
the fucking
Carnegie?
Pirates River, the Hershey
Carnegie
River,
Squirts
River?
Hershey Squirt, the
Hershey
Pirates.
Squirts, the Allegheny.
Yeah.
Chat,
Robert
somebody
Barron
chat.
Steel Industry.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And the Ben Roethlisberger Memorial Brook.
Yes. All right.
Brooke is allowed to
Somebody
make
says,
this
somebody
joke.
sounds confident here. Allegheny, Monongahela, Ohio.
Okay, Ohio and Allegheny.
Ohio
and
River sounds great.
We'll go with that. We'll go with it.
Monogurglin. I don't know what it is. Monogurglin.
You're lucky.
Yeah, just go down to the Monogurglin River. I saw Ben Roethlisberger there once.
Yeah, he was getting his goddamn
Oh, he's
Monogurglin.
throwing a football around.
Yeah, oh, I'm
Oh
done.
my god.
It's the Allegheny,
Oh?
the Ohio,
And?
and the Monongahela.
Okay, that's definitely how you say it. Monongahela?
Monongahela. Yeah.
Sorry, 7th grade Jordan.
So
could
Twitch
not
was
have known
right,
that
I guess.
spell.
Yes, there was a
I
couple
would
of people
know.
that
Oh,
said it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So there
well
we go.
done,
Thanks,
Twitch chat.
Yeah.
You really came in clutch on that one. So
Although
as you can see,
Amazon Nile and Congo was my backup. Yes.
Amazon Nile and the
Who's the first person?
Okay, so as you can see, we could use some help.
Yeah.
So if you want, you can donate. If you're on Twitch chat, command charity. But the link is give.826nyc.org/tabletopnotch. It's in every possible place you can click and donate any money. $1 makes a difference. So thank you very, very much.
We really, people have been very generous.
Yes,
We
people have
had
been
some
wonderful.
We had some donations come in, I assume, when people were like watching the VOD or the videos later, which is great.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
Thank
It
you
was
so much.
also my mom.
I saw.
Thanks,
Mom.
Thank
Wow.
Her mom just wanted her daughter to cheat when she grew up. That's really what
Don't worry, my mom doesn't watch the show. She doesn't know it's episode 69.
If she tuned in as this is her first episode, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. I think thank you so much.
Yes,
and thank
thank
you all
you.
that donated.
Well, that was pretty quick, guys. Nice
Yeah,
job.
yeah,
Nice
hey,
job.
well,
Yeah, that was pretty good.
We've gone longer than this in the intro.
Just fucking
Wow.
around.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's
No
impressive.
bits.
All right, we're gonna thank some people, and then we're gonna dive in. Once again, if you forgot, it's chapter 69 of Brunkhollow. And if you want to throw out some thank yous, we'll throw it over to the recap and then the intro.
Tony Toots resubscribed. 69. Low Brass Guy rated us. Thank you so much. Low Brass, we love you. Told by a Small Bird resubscribed. Nice Week Arrested. 113 bits. 44 for last week. Okay.
Oh, thank
FNF
69?
resubscribed. Low Brass Guy did 400 bits. Snapping over 69 bits. Rowan KT resubscribed. Prime. Nice Week Arrested 500 bits. Savior Fruit resubscribed. True God of Death resubscribed. Omayer resubscribed. Oxpen and Pie resubscribed. Oh my gosh. Low Brass Guy 30 bits. Mutant Drumsticks also rated us. Thank you. Hi. Resubscribed. Undisputed Tango resubscribed. Trick Player resubscribed. Kong gave out a sub. Mutant Drumsticks resubscribed. Codeman gave out 5 community subs. Valorant 1 community sub. Thank you guys so much.
Valorant.
Codeman resubscribed. Snapping Cobra 6 bits. And then Snapping Cobra with 9
We're sponsored by
bits.
Valorant.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
So deep.
Okay, time for a nice wardrobe change. We're gonna throw it over to Recap Man, and then the intro, and then we'll dive into chapter 69. Brunkhollow. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Following his defeat, Pierpont was able to speak more freely and explained the demonic altar wasn't quite as inert as he thought. A fiendish Orthon had appeared and issued the cleric a challenge where winning meant a chance to briefly reconnect with his gods. So off they went to the downwheel to see who was the better hunter. At this point, we pushed ourselves just about as far as we could, but Annabel still carved out some time to flip through Haskell's spellbook and see what he'd been up to. In addition, Doxley had a private meeting with Izzy Narvos, where she finally divulged the imminent threat to the cusp, hoping that Izzy could call upon the townsfolk to protect their new home. Would it be worth a small deviation to make for the fourth statue to tip the scales in favor of the Orthon? And while sadly nobody got boned, we did get some bones, so is tomorrow officially the day of Devazia Cruentus? Stick around and find out in chapter 69 of Brunkhollow. Thank you. This isn't really what I meant when I said I wanted to get speared.
Looking up at the night sky, The sight of the stars affects you in such a unique way at this point in your journey. It's like passing by graffiti scrawled across a wall that you walk by every day on your way to work, written in a language that you didn't understand. And now that you can read it, you never look at it the same way. Tessessum, Uptradi, Iwandel, Tedavera, Defanti, Keplier. The world is seen through the eyes of the elements. The bonfire that replaces the marketplace at dusk has drawn a particularly generous crowd tonight, for the temperature has taken a biting turn, and the shuffling sound of those sitting around it removing their jackets thanks to the warmth is like a siren song to the layered and the bundled. At one point, a small group starts up a quiet rendition of All the Roads in Between, a song about traveling from city to city, and people raise their bottles or whistle with pride when they hear their hometown mentioned in verse. From where TC is up on the bluffs, the view of this merrymaking is partially obstructed, a pulsing light behind the profile of Paramount Lodgings. You stand before the wreckage of the burnt-down house, alone this time, having intended to return to your hotel room, but somehow being drawn back here. With the halfling gone, Mr. Yidamon out of town, and nothing further to learn from the ghost of Professor Pierpont, nobody cares about this place anymore. Except, maybe, for you.
Yeah, listening to how quiet it is here for a moment, the tenseness of having a guard or the idea that Yidamon would come back is all kind of gone, and it just is this husk, and TC's just standing in front of it. Like... Walk up the steps. Make my way into the back room there.
Slide the door open this time, nobody to stop you, even though it makes a little bit of noise. Stepping through some of the rubble. You find your way to that back door that once was such a sort of seamlessly obscured little secret passage, but now you slide it open. Duck into the back room.
Is there still a little bit of his outline, like
Yeah.
on the floor?
I mean, this room wasn't burnt to a crisp, and that was on the floor. So there's areas of the floor that are like charred, so it's hard to see the symbols, but there's definitely still an outline on the floor where he once lay.
DC just finds himself like walking over to it, kneeling down and just trying to like lay in the, see how he fits. Because it was very formed to his.
Yes, I mean, you take the
frame.
place of the silhouette and you don't quite fill it out. I mean, he's a sort of larger, taller person than you, but you can feel the lack of indentations on the floorboards. Like you can tell when you're lying on some of those carvings and when you're not. So when you're in the spot that it's sort of flat and even, you can feel that.
Honestly, not bad. Not unlike when Mother would drag my bedroll and lock the door. Force me to sleep on the floor. God. Carving out your own space. Is the space that I would have carved out in Paran as long lost as the... No. Just like thunking his head against the...
As you lie there, you think what a perfect time this would be for the gods to reach out with some kind of sign, some indication that your service to the cleric and to the people's ministry was meaningful, that it was worth something, not just personal worth or influence. Here on the precipice of what could be a monumental world event in the coming days, the gods have a chance to make their case to persuade a man who may have undue influence in the shape of things to come. But all you can hear is your own beating heart.
Just like matching that beat. Hitting my head against the wood. I can still be more than... I can still be more than just... thump. Get up. Like, not even look at the mantle as I go out. Just like... back to the Paramount.
Speaking of the Paramount, where Kayt's room is located, the window has a nice vantage point looking northwest across the rooftops. Every time you look up from your desk, you can see new faces moving through the thoroughfare, a delightful mix of some people walking with purpose, some people walking with pleasure. What a whirlwind return it's been so far. Now, your hometown had its share of excitement. The new Biosh Museum of Mustard Paste is a particularly wild ride. But since you've been back, you have dodged exploding fungi. You've plotted ancient star charts and passed out fighting phantoms, which is to say nothing of what progress has been made in your absence regarding the weapons forged from the old Mori family schematics. And here with a quill in hand, you think to yourself, Brunkhollow, just how you left it. Is there anything you wanted to do?
Yes, I'm gonna write, Dear Mother, tell Aunt Melisenda I'm sorry for taking Jonah, but I'm not in the business of letting more family talent go to waste. I will keep him safe. The world is about to change, in our favor or that of the gods. Only time will tell. Know that if the sun rises on a free land, it could not have done so without you and your curious, sticky hands. And if we're totally fucked, I take full culpability. My love to everyone. I'm gonna sign it. Nothing if not your daughter, Kayt Mori.
So fold that letter up after you finish it. Those who are out and about find their way back to the Paramount, and those who are already indoors make preparations for crawling into bed, removing armor, washing hands and faces, putting away personal effects, taking one last good gulp of water or liquor. As has already been discussed, tomorrow is a big day for prioritization, figuring out which tasks to tackle first. But hopefully a fresh mind bears fresh ideas, for not all plans are yet set in stone. And Illien, you had retreated to your room, and after a little bit of time, you hear some footsteps out in the hallway, and then the key in the door. And Doxley returns after having been out.
You see Illien is not laying down, but sitting, present, hands like this. Welcome back.
Evening.
How was your walk? I don't know what you were doing, but I hope it was good.
Why are you sitting the way Dad would used to sit when I come home late smelling of ale and bloodied up?
Please don't relate me to Lachlan, please. I was waiting for you, actually. Do you mind if I bend your ear for a couple minutes, sister? If you're not too tired. I know it's been a long day.
Sure, yeah.
She, takes a seat, doesn't even doff her stuff, just sits down.
Doc, I think things are gonna be okay. I first have to say I'm sorry for the way I've treated you the last couple days. It's not fair of me, but I haven't really recognized myself in the last few days. And I'm just lucky that the toughest goddamn Tyrun I know has let me lean on her time and time again. But I'm sorry for raising my voice at you when you're just trying to show me love and help when I'm a little lost. One day, I will return that favor. And I can be someone that you can lean on. Doc, I've been thinking about that night a lot, of the tempestuous storm, no rain, and I see in my mind's eye over and over Ramo on that boat in the middle of the lake. And I wish I could go back and I could draw my longbow and sink an arrow right into his neck, or swim after him, or run after him until my feet are bloodied and he is buried in the ground. But I think that's also a naive fantasy. Because even weakened, I think I would be dead if I had done that. Doc, I think I realized something. That night, after all this time of reflection and trying to figure out what the hell is going on with me and everything around me, I still don't think I would have done anything different. But listen, Ramo offered me, yes, give me the key, or don't, and I'll kill those you love, right?
That's what I heard.
Well, I can't just give him the key. I can't even give him an inch to get closer to these secrets and the statues. This race, I mean, we could have given him the ticket to the finish line. That's not a possibility. So saying no, I realized something very important, Doc. Either way, Ramo won. And if I would have just realized what he was after, the last few days wouldn't have been what they were. Because I thought I was condemning those I love. And I thought I couldn't deal with that. And so I sought apathy. So I could protect my psyche in case it cracked. And if the options were yes and no, it was Ramo who condemned the ones I love, not me. I can't take responsibility for what he has chosen to do. If I had bent the knee of every villain in my life, saying, hey, give me what you want, or I'll kill your family, there's no way I will ever be triumphant against the bad or the evil of the world. There needs to be a stand taken. But I'm not wanting those people to die. And I wish I saw that then. And I count myself lucky that I had you as my foundation and rock, Lamont as a chance meeting, as someone who went through horrors, but came out as a stalwart person, and Kayt, who, for some reason, despite all of my mistakes, can tell me that I'm doing good. And if it weren't for you three, I think Rama would have won forever. I think I would have chased this path, destroyed myself for this power that I don't even know anything about. But tonight, I think that final crack in the mask I was wearing showed itself. When Kayt was being held against that wall, moments from death, apathy was not an option. There was fear. I was scared, but more than anything, I knew I wanted to be there with her and in some way seeing that smile again. That was the only thing on my mind. And, Doc, I desperately want to protect those around me. I may not be the same person I was before or the person that I've always wanted to be, but maybe starting there is what's important. And if we lost Niall, I hope he knows that he didn't go down with no one thinking about him or caring for him, and that Illien Tyrun was trying to get to his side. But I think I have to learn how to deal with failure, and it's okay to fail. Anyways.
Doxley's gonna just, hold out a hand for a second and produce the bottle once more that's still got just a little bit left in it.
Come here.
Pick it up. Take it.
All right.
To failure. Because that's all I've ever done too.
Not in my eyes, sister.
Well, if you don't fail, Illien, you don't learn anything. There's nothing shameful in it. Are you hot for Kayt?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well then, let's have another one. Come on.
To you and TC and come on, I'm not blind, Doc.
I was gonna say to love, but sure, doing... Yeah, fuck it. Fuck. Just drink it.
You know, I never would have thought. TC is way different than the men I saw you with in Paran. So I never would have thought that would have happened.
Well, I'm not with TC, am I?
Is that why you call him your fella? Just saying. I've heard these things.
All right. You've officially made this extraordinarily awkward, Illien.
You brought it up with Kayt, so it's only me doing my due diligence as your younger brother.
All right, yeah, that's fair. And yes, he is. TC is a singular person, I have learned. Is there anything else that you needed to say or talk about? Get off your chest.
I just don't know what I did to deserve you as a sister, and I mean that. Thank you for being my foundation and my rock, even when I'm being a little shit. And in the future, when I'm a little shit again, just remember I said this now.
It'll burn in my memory, trust me. You're okay, Illien.
Do you think? Do you still hold it against me what I said to Ramo? I mean, what would you have done in that situation? Would you have given him the key?
What would I have done in that situation? I don't know, Illien. I'm not much of a planner. I really just take one step and then another step appears before me and I just kind of follow a path of bullshitting my way through life. That's pretty much my entire thing, which I've also just done again, which is what I was going to talk to you about. We need to talk to the group as soon as dawn breaks because I've taken action, and folks need to know. So, we've got one more thing on the to-do list before we head north.
Just one?
Well, no.
Oh,
adding
one more thing. Yes, I
in
see.
addition to.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I trust you. Let's rest up, and then, TC will be sleeping forever, as
Yeah, I was
humans
actually.
do,
I was going
so.
to ask, because us elves are just more efficient, type of people. Do you want to maybe enlist Kayt as well? I believe she probably also practices her trance at night as well. To be more efficient and check out that possible place that Niall might be dead and lying while they're still asleep. That way we've got the cover of night. We've rested. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I think we should check just in case. I think it's far-fetched, but if there's a chance he's there, it's worth it.
My mind will rest a little easier knowing that it's checked.
Sure. Let's get some rest, and then we'll go find Kayt and figure it out from there.
All right.
Thank you for listening to me.
That's what I'm here for.
He's gonna roll over. Good night, sister.
Good night. You hear Doxley get up from the bed and leave.
You can follow Doxley there. Where are you headed?
She's just taken the remains of the bottle and sat with her back up against TC's door.
A little time passes. Eventually, you hear some footsteps downstairs. Coming up the stairs, TC appears. Coming up that next sort of landing, that next sort of set.
His head is down. Me. My head is down, and I'm looking at Lamont's letter as I walk towards my door.
Yeah, she's just got her legs stretched out across the hallway. She's just leaning back.
Jesus. Fire. Jeez. Doxley.
TC. You all right?
You've chosen. You chosen?
Excuse me?
It's just something Lamont said. You've chosen to stay. You've chosen me. Us. Thank you.
Lamont said
No, do you want to sit down?
Sure.
I open my...
You know, it's funny that you bring up Lamont, because she'll slide out her letters.
Oh. Verbose. Man.
Precisely. If you tell anyone this, I will deny it till my dying days. But Lamont is a very flowery gentleman, and I don't comprehend. Would you mind?
May I?
Thank you.
Allow me to translate. Stalwart Doxley. You know what that means? I won't keep that up. I'm sorry.
I know words, I just don't look at them on the page, I just hear them from mouth.
All right. We've known each other for a smattering of days. But it feels the world has shattered and reformed multiple times today alone. I've just had a rather harrowing conversation, and coupled with the knowledge that I may be losing my freedom, is the realization that what you've gotten yourself involved in may be of greater consequence than I could have imagined. Strangely enough, I don't find myself fearful at this moment. Brunkhollow is certainly facing a dire threat, but watching you in action, I would put my money firmly on your side, were I a gambling man. Fortunately, I'm not a gambling man. Losing everything you have, gambling is a powerful cure. I'm sorry this isn't the time for humor, but I have 4 other letters to write.
Oh, he started with me.
Wow, you were the first. I didn't get a...
Wait, 4 other letters.
You made me lose my place. I'm just gonna move on, he says. I'm deeply impressed with the heart you've displayed, both in combat and out. You put yourself in the line without question. On the line. I've never seen a flicker of doubt cross your face while doing so. It's a resolve and an iron will that I know well. It's something I personally aspire to, and that I've only seen before in my partner, Tobias. Doxley, I don't know exactly what insurmountable task you've taken on, but I know in my gut that you have the capacities to surmount it, and I am greatly invested in you doing so. Whatever Bellamy intends for Brunkhollow, it can't be good, and I simply don't want to see this world become even more hostile to those on the margins of society than it already is. I can't abide by it, and I suspect you feel the same. I wish I could stay here and assist to the end, but I have my own trials to face. I'll do everything I can whilst I'm here to set you up for success, and I'm glad this task is in such capable hands. Stay true, and let's keep the ones we love safe. Andre Lamont.
Well, that's a framer, isn't it? Oh, you folded it, though.
I'm sorry, I can... Heat. A hot iron, perhaps.
Thank you, TC. Nice words.
Quite. I won't go through it all, but... He said that you'd all chosen to stay with me. And that I, likewise, have chosen to stay with you. Would you agree?
I'm here, aren't I?
Right. He also said something about your bespoke pulchritude.
All right, you're gonna have to define those words for me. What does it mean, TC?
A singular beauty.
No shit.
He didn't say that. That was me. I was saying that. I thought it...
It's funny. I just told Illien that you're a singular person.
Most of the time I've been here. I think you've probably figured it out by now. I was trying to see what I could do to raise my station with my relationships. I don't feel that way anymore.
I'll cheers to that.
I thought I was... I thought power and money might bring me comfort. But all the goose down and silk in the world, I think, wouldn't help me sleep any better.
Do you have any other theories?
Maybe it wasn't comfort I was looking for. Maybe it was connection.
Doxley's gonna lean down. She's gonna give him a kiss on the cheek.
That's how I thought it might feel.
Tuesday, you can tell me if I'm overstepping, but...
She's gonna pull out the libidinous man.
A few passages out loud.
Would you like to do one more reading with me before we retire?
It would be my pleasure. We'll sit down in the bed. Flip a few leaves.
And one last pivot over to Annabel's room.
Argue this shit out.
Where after some time, Illien sort of gave up might be the wrong word, but he was sort of practicing the mage hand as best he could per your instructions, and you could see his eyelids drooping and starting to fade, so he eventually sort of excused himself and left, leaving you alone with Haskell's notes and your own book and your own thoughts. Any other final moments here?
Yeah, she's gonna go over to the mirror and sort of... No. I don't think I want to be clumsily groped by some drunkard. And isn't the feeling of her hot breath on my neck sort of comforting? And she's gonna pull a candle in front of the mirror and close her eyes and say, to any old gods that could hear me, won't you pity a little witch? I know that I am favored here. There is power all around me. And with minor illusion, she's gonna pull the sort of different threads, like vines around, and the sort of hags, sort of like purpley dark threads with the gold sort of threads from her academic stuff, and weave it around the candle and in the mirror, just as an offering. Say, in the coming days, we will all need your help. If you've any power, I would ask that you give it to me, to us. She'll wave the illusion away. And she's gonna pull out Lamont's note. Bright Annabel, I doubt I'll find time alone to tell you this in person on the remainder of our journey, so I've resorted to the pen, which frankly I find more endearing than speech anyway. Something about the permanence, the methodic nature of putting your thoughts down in ink, it's enchanting, but I digress. Lamont. Gods. I must thank you for what you've done for Val. I couldn't make out what you said in the wastes, but it clearly moved her, and I could tell she'd been looking to you ever since. I don't know what burden she carries, but it clearly weighs on her, and I believe you've eased it in a way as I've yet been unable to. Her well-being is paramount to me, and I'm grateful she has you to fall back on for the moment. If you don't mind, I hope to ask you for a favor. As it stands, I may not be able to return to Brunkhollow once we depart. Should this be the case, and Val returns on her own, or hopefully with the troop, I would rest much easier if I knew she could rely on your help settling in. There is one among the group who shares your gift, and Brunkhollow may be the only place we can keep him safe. I know this may not be feasible or desirable for you, but I have to ask. Needless to say, we shall remain tight-lipped on the events of the Downwield. You need not fear stories of your exploits making their way to those you'd rather avoid. We harbor no such resentments at Cirque de Lamont. And truth be told, our troop is in some small way a form of resistance in itself, though I fear that resistance may soon need to become larger and more dangerous. You got that fucking right, Lamont. Please keep yourself safe, and remember, it's important to watch your back, but it's more important to know who you can trust, and then trust them with everything you've got. I have a couple mages I need to take care of. And I don't know how long I'm fucking staying here, Lamont. But I will try. And she's gonna get the Locket of Life clinging and attune to that and go to bed.
Take some time to sort of study the locket and sort of feel the energy that it gives off, the way it affects the weave around it and you as you start to attune to it. And all around Paramount, despite ever-racing minds, sleep comes fast and heavy. No lying in bed staring at the ceiling while every little sound brings you back from the brink of slumber. You need the rest, and your body knows it. And for once, all facets of your physical being are in agreement. It's a rare night of uninterrupted unconsciousness. So when next you open your eyes, it's not to reposition on your pillow or tug at the blanket, but to feel the warmth of the morning sun filling your room. Complete your long rest.
Hey!
Glory be.
Back to life.
Make sure you put aside some time to fiddle with your sheep.
As always, those that trance get the first crack at a new day.
Who's that trance do a little day?
And so, along with whatever other elves are ambling outside at first light, the Tyruns and Kayt come to with spirit renewed. It'll be a couple more hours before Kenzo's breakfast aromas waft up from the lobby. But at the very least, it smells like Mr. Clemens has brewed up a fresh pot of coffee. It may not be mixed the way the Tyruns like it with salty air coming in off the harbor, but you've come to associate this scent with forging a new path, and today is no exception. Tyruns, okay, sort of, it's staggered, it's not simultaneous, but sort of...
When I got up, was Doxley in our room?
Oh. Or was I? I shouldn't answer that question.
I mean, well, I didn't kick you out.
No.
Illien woke up.
For eating cookies.
Interesting. Interesting. All right.
What did you just say?
I said I didn't kick you out for eating cookies.
Eating cookies?
No, for eating cookies. Cookies? I wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating cookies.
That sounds
Stay
yummy.
in my bed.
Sounds yummy.
Okay.
Eating cookies.
I know, I've heard
Got
that
it.
expression.
I've never heard that expression.
I'm with you.
It's cute. It's a cute expression. Accepted.
Make my way downstairs.
Illien, making your way downstairs. Kayt, anything in your room before you sort of...
Nope, I think Kayt's just going downstairs for a cup of coffee.
As you start to sort of come out your door, you can already hear some footsteps. It sounds like Illien might have sort of just gotten ahead of you a little bit. And Doxley, you can hear some people start to rise, and TC's out, you know, pretty tired. Well, yeah, fully out. So.
There's a lot of drool.
I love
There's like a lot of drool.
I love it.
And it's like both crusty
Yeah.
and wet
Ooh,
at the same time.
say it slower.
Heading downstairs,
I hate them so much.
things are predictably quiet. There isn't even anyone posted at the front desk. Instead, there's a small handbell and a folded note that reads "Ring for service." And you imagine that Clemens is trying to squeeze in an extra hour of trance somewhere within his back office. It's times like these that Mr. Warren probably should have taken a shift to lighten the load, but as you've seen, he often can't be found or isn't in full possession of his faculties. One person that is present, however, is a man with just a passing familiarity to you. You're not sure, you can't put a finger on it. You're sure that you've seen him before, but you can't remember exactly where or why. He's sitting alone at the table closest to the stairs. It's an older sea elf wearing a kind of kilt and a loose-fitting shirt. His hairline has receded back quite a ways, but he still lets it grow out so that the long white strands of hair fall down past his shoulders. And his eyes are kind of a speckled light brown, like sand on a sunny beach. And he doesn't sort of turn to you right away. He's enjoying a cup of coffee there. Both the carafe and the mug are with him, so it's not like someone served him. He may have sort of taken it or poured it for himself. But he's sitting there sort of quietly. He's an older guy, like elderly, like definitely, it's a little difficult to gauge his age, but significantly like well older than Niall, well older than you. Sort of pours a little more coffee into his cup. And as you're sort of stopped there looking over the railing into the kitchen, Kayt kind of comes up behind you. You can hear some quiet, it doesn't sound like she's sneaking up on you, just some quiet footsteps. And you turn back and you can see Kayt right behind you.
What are we looking at?
Oh, I'm just trying to place this man. Sea elf. Can't tell if I recognize him from home or if I've just seen him around town. Can't place it. Good morning, by the way.
Good morning. Are you gonna say hi?
Maybe.
Is Doxley's not here yet, right?
No, yeah.
Where's Doxley?
Where is Doxley? That's a great question. Maybe we should ask her when she comes down.
I would say maybe if you're planning on sort of slipping out as TC's still sleeping.
Yeah, I want to attune to my shield at some
Yeah, you could have
point.
done that during that time.
Oh, sweet, great. I'm attuned.
You can hear a little someone opening and closing a door very quietly so as not to disturb, and then some.
Speak of the devil, I think that might be my sister.
Sure enough, coming down the hall there.
You'll see Doxley head to if there's a pitcher of water or anything that she can help herself to.
Are you going all the way downstairs? They had stopped at the base of the landing.
Oh, you're at the landing.
He stopped looking over the railing a little bit into the kitchen.
Got it.
He's he's 2 steps away from the kind of front desk and lobby there.
Oh, I'm heading all the way down.
Okay, so she walks kind of up to you, past you guys.
Good morning, sister.
I need water.
Just like a sea elf thing?
Sure.
You look really relaxed, Doxley.
I'm feeling pretty good. How was your sleep?
Normal.
Very restful night. Hey, would you get the water already? Is that no whiskey from last night?
As you know, I'm very good at finding things to drink very quickly.
Well, we can get into your foray of the night if you would like, or do you recognize that man?
You give a look over it, and you have the same feeling. You've seen him before, but maybe it was a long, long time ago. It's definitely not a family, a close family member that you would recognize.
Long, long time ago is in a Piran person.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yes. You're almost positive you've never seen this person in Brunkhollow or
okay.
Maybe maybe in the thoroughfare, but that's not. It feels like something older than that.
Yeah.
Someone.
Maybe you saw this person when they. He looks old. You're seeing an older version of someone you saw when they were young.
Yeah. I don't really look so old.
Yeah.
Someone back from the docks, maybe.
Should we go welcome him give him a nice Slim Harbor welcome?
Sure.
I don't think there is such a thing. Let me just go say hi to him.
All right. Okay.
You want to join?
Yeah.
All right. Head down the steps.
And it sounds like, you're not the only elves in Paramount or in the vicinity, so it's not like he hears footsteps and immediately he's looking around. You guys are behind him. He's sort of sipping at his coffee, and you can hear footsteps, and there's some talking in the thoroughfare, some quiet sort of people moving out and about. So he doesn't react until you guys can walk close up to him without him noticing. So.
As we get up close to him, perhaps I'll go grab us some coffee to drink. Is anyone sitting with you, sir?
No.
Would you like some company?
Sure.
Great. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a bit of coffee for us. All right.
Got a carafe here. That works for you.
Oh, if you're willing to share.
Have a seat.
All right. Will do.
You just come into Brunkhollow this morning? Place looks new around here.
No. I've been around. You I don't recognize.
Don't recognize you either.
The grandchildren. All grown up.
So I'm not crazy. You do I recognize you for a reason.
You are probably too young to remember me. My name is Ronald Marlowe. And I still am, I suppose, a friend of your grandmother's.
I see. Mr. Marlowe, it's a pleasure to meet you. What brings you into Brunkhollow? All the way from Piran. Is that where you came from?
In a way, a long time ago. Please, have a cup of coffee. You can sit if you like.
Kayt's gonna slide into the booth and put out a hand.
Ronald Marlowe.
Kayt, Mori.
I'm sorry, did I just hallucinate? Did you just say grandfather?
His grandchildren.
Grandchildren?
You are the grandchildren of a grandmother that I know well.
Know well, huh?
Not that way.
If you say
Although
so.
there was a time.
Kayt's gonna give a big wink.
I ran a small shipping company. Just a couple of boats. We'd pull into Slim Harbor. Couldn't wait to see the pretty barmaid at the pub down by the docks. It was old Brawny Broadney that got to her heart first.
Broadney.
But I had no resentment. He was a good man. And a dependable quartermaster on one of my ships. I spent quite a bit of time with both of them over the years. We grew very close. She even later introduced me to the woman who would later become my wife. We were dreamers, the lot of us. We used to laugh and speak of conquering the Soulscarp Bay. Honest pirates, we said we'd be, whatever that meant. Well, we never quite got around to that. But the next generation was a bit more driven, I suppose. I don't need to bore you with my life story. But when your parents took over Slim Harbor, the fees and the bribes and the handshake deals became problematic for smaller ventures. And to pay their way, many of the independent shipping groups supplemented their income in other ways. Smuggling, rum running, and so forth. This was all by design, of course. Not only were your parents bringing in substantial extra coin, they now had knowledge of illegal activity. Blackmail, if they needed it. This was not an arrangement I was keen to get involved in. But I couldn't afford the fees, so my company was banned from the harbor, despite your grandmother's objections.
Yeah, Shantara's not listened to very much nowadays.
That's a shame.
I think so.
I tried some other peripheral occupations in Piran, but whenever your parents learned of it, they made sure to box me out. Look, I'm not here to cast aspersions. Your parents did exactly what so many others tried and failed to do. But in any case, I didn't see a future for myself in Piran. I traveled to Saywall, found a job at one of the treasuries there. I'm all right with numbers. I had some accounting experience keeping records for my company. Your grandmother and I kept in touch. We wrote letters with some frequency, especially after my wife passed, and then your grandfather as well. There was a woman that I worked with at the treasury. Her name was Mrs. Guilfoyle. Maybe you've heard the name. She spoke of setting up her own bank in a newly established town called Brunkhollow. Now, my best pioneering days are behind me. But I have some grandchildren of my own that I'd like to leave something behind for. More than what I'd been able to scrape together in the Saywall. I wrote to your grandmother that I was offered a significant stake in establishing the Bank of Brunkhollow. So I was making the trip. She wrote back, and she, curiously, pleaded with me not to go until I had received a small parcel from her. I was supposed to take it with me when I left for Brunkhollow. I delayed my departure per request, and what came by courier was very strange. It was a knife and 2 notes. One of the notes was for me. It said that she was not physically capable of making the journey herself, but that at some point, someone of her kin would come to town. I was not to make contact right away, however, if I saw them, which I have. Not that hard to find a Tyrun in a small town, is it? Last night, I was nearly in a trance when I spotted what she told me I would see. She said that the knife in my possession someday would glow. And so it did. And at that time, I was to bring it to you.
He reaches into his pocket. He takes out sort of a folded cloth. He sets it on the table with the cloth sort of atop it.
That and this, which I have not read to this day. Now, I'm not sure which one of you I'm to bestow this to exactly. You'll have to decide that for yourself.
Probably him.
Didn't get along with Shantara, did you?
I don't know. She loved you, Doc. I know that you have different feelings, but she loved you.
That I do know. And she did. And now I believe I've done my part.
How have we never spoken prior? If such... I guess my parents made that difficult, but if you were so close to Shantara, I mean...
You were very small when I left for Saywall. And at that time, Shantara's mind was already come and go.
Well, this business with the knife. Shantara sometimes said some very wild things, but since coming to Brunkhollow, I'd consider them tame compared to what I've learned here, so...
I'm not surprised that we haven't crossed paths. Not making a lot of deposits over at the bank, eh?
Honestly, it's, one pocket out the other. Really, we've been buying things up and then using it up and on repeat. So once I get some money to stash with you, you'll see me a lot.
Back in Baran, Tyruns mostly dealt in coin, not credit. Would you like the items? Sounds like they're for you.
You don't think that for us, you don't want a part of this?
Share it with me after you've had your glance at it.
Sure.
He slides them across the table. He keeps his hands sort of atop both the note and the cloth, the cloth that has this thing underneath it.
As I said, I've done my part. And I'm too old to be embarking on any new adventures. So, this is the last favor for your grandmother, I think.
I'd say you've done more than enough. Thank you.
Good health to you both. And nice to meet you, Miss Mori.
Nice to meet you.
A little difficulty to stand.
I'll get up. I'll stand up and give him a hand if he needs it.
Thank you. And if you need a loan at some point, I'll give you a good rate.
Marilyn Lackland really drilled into us no loans, you know.
Yes. Everyone can use a leg up every now and then again.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you for the coffee.
Yes. Turns. He exits. Do you
Slide
go for the note or the cloth first?
I guess the cloth, but just enough to like see if it is glowing or like still glowing.
Okay. You start to pull, you unfurl the cloth just a little bit, and you can already see the first thing that's like revealed is a metal sort of blade of some kind. You can see a part of the blade. It doesn't appear to be currently sort of glowing or illuminated.
All right. Not glowing, so
Read the note. Read the note.
okay.
Out loud, please.
I know I told you this a while ago. The whole reason I came to Brunkhollow was because of Shantara.
Yeah.
So my hand's kind of shaking a little bit right now. If this was another secret she had, seems she had a lot of them. He'll lower his voice a little bit just in case there's...
Kayt will
I mean, you
switch
guys
it
are the only people in the kitchen right
Only
now.
people in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's people out in the thoroughfare, but you are the only people in the kitchen currently.
It is in our nature to be errant. To stray is to embrace our burden. But in finding our way back, we find ourselves. You will need this when the time comes. With great love, my little guppy, Shantara.
It's so cute.
It is cute, but she couldn't have given me a little bit more.
It does kind of feel like the time is coming, doesn't it?
It does, but
Whatever that time may be, it's a coming.
I'll take the cloth and reveal that. Is it like a dagger size?
It's a little, yes, but it's sort of strangely shaped. It's small, but as you unfurl it, it reveals sort of an unusual cutting instrument. It's a curved blade, and it's connected to a handle on both sides, so that when you hold it, the blade sits like just above the knuckles.
Wow.
And it looks like it could be utilized as like a fist weapon, like a guitar, but you're not sure that that was actually its intended use. The blade is very short, and the handle is decorative. It has like carvings in it, and it doesn't seem sturdy enough to sort of withstand like repeated impactful blows. Like it seems like it's meant for slicing something more delicately than like to be used as a weapon. And spaced evenly and etched across the metal, so from like side to side, so that if you're holding it, you can see the letters, is Y-A-R-P-A-Y-A. And though Ronald claimed to have seen them illuminated, they currently sit unremarkable, just an ordinary engraving as you've ever seen.
Cover it back up.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Never seen something like that.
It was first the locket, and now this. I mean, I guess first Shantara is saying it to me, but I mean, is this what they wielded way back when? Is this?
It doesn't look strong enough for such a thing.
I know, but if you can fight with magic, maybe you can bolster the blade or something.
Who's they?
The lineage, the Yarpaya Knights of old. Wait, how much of you did you hear much about this before you left? I don't remember. Did you hear much about this? I don't know.
If I did, I don't remember.
Okay, got it.
Fair.
Understood. A lot has happened. Shantara told me about about Yarpaya. I didn't know what that was, so I came to Brunkhollow. Found it at the well. Found it on the locket that was at
Montero's
cabin.
Yes.
But it wasn't until Ramo, our first meeting with Ramo, and him showing me things that said our lineage might be related to these paladins, these knights. that stood up against clerics way back when.
I would know what a paladin is, right?
Yeah, you're familiar with the concept, like people who drew power from like the strength of their oaths and conviction. Yeah, that concept is familiar to you.
But honestly, after that meetup with Ramo, and I've been chasing him, I got no more info really, aside from the bottom of the well. But I don't think that was really tied to Yarpaya.
You guys are descended from paladins of old.
That is yeah.
That's the working theory.
Yeah. Got nothing
We're
to
gonna
show
need one of y'all's fingers, is what I'm hearing.
Excuse me, what?
for the Cruentus. Is
You need my finger for Cruentus.
well, your blood or flesh is supposedly if Pierpont.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
Not a
little
whole
bit.
finger,
No.
just the flesh of the finger.
I was using the finger as a euphemism for any piece of your body you might be willing to part with.
I
That's
thought
fantastic news.
I thought we needed undead stuff
Well-
for
Anyone. This whole thing doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's divine stuff. It's
Spiritual stuff, not
spirit,
necessarily.
spiritual stuff.
Which undead typically have a lot of
Yeah.
spiritual energy as well as other things. Yes.
So it's possible, only because when we were talking to Maeve, she was talking about Cruentus maybe coming from way back when, the Archdruids, or maybe some paladins or people would have this divinity to them. Also,
Spirituality to them.
Spirituality. Sorry, thank you.
Just so we don't get crossed.
Spirituality. The thing is, Kayt, Maeve certainly knows a lot, and I trust her. I'm willing to go through with giving a little blood, a little bit of flesh if we have to. We don't really have anything to show for it. I don't have any spiritualness, I feel, with me, but we can give it a try.
It's feeling like a little believe in yourself kind of moment to me.
I'd like to have a little bit of concrete before I flay myself.
You don't have to flay. We're not talking nothing crazy. We just need a little bit.
I feel like everyone's picturing a different amount.
Yeah. Like a section of your back.
A whole butt cheek.
Yeah. You don't need 2 butt cheeks.
What does errant mean?
It is in our nature to be errant. I think it means what, like quick? To be expedient?
Errant is
No? To be...
What?
sorry.
No.
Yeah.
No. You're not, like to stray from the norm. To yes.
And that we do. To err.
To go off the expected or
errant,
intended
to
path.
stray clarifies. If to embrace our burden. To stray is to embrace our burden, but in finding our way back, we find ourselves.
That feels a little bit like something you needed to hear right this moment.
You know how long it's been since I've called you Little Gup? I'm gonna bring it back.
No, please don't.
Yeah, Little Gup.
That's just a
Little-
Shintara
Little
special.
Gup the Paladin. Alright. I knew it was for you. She never fucking called me that.
Did she have premonitions of some kind?
Sorry.
Maybe. She had moments in our knowledge of Shantara.
Why are you laughing, Dox?
Because it's sad.
It says. Yes.
Oh no.
She had very fleeting moments of lucidity, if any.
Sorry.
And even that those lucid moments, many people would say weren't that lucid. But I saw some moments. I know she was there. And so that's why this whole Yarpaya business even got me here in the first place.
I say we brainstorm on this, and whatever this thing is that you're wielding right now, until our companions maybe are all up and running. What do you think about just quickly going and taking a look at that?
Yeah, I didn't actually talk to Kayt about that yet. Would you be up for a little walk?
I was meaning to get to Maeve's. Could we go there first, or you want to do that
No.
first?
What are you doing at Maeve's?
She told me to check in on testing a certain project of ours
Oh, yes.
this morning.
Do you think that's like a drop-by thing, or you need to study?
Is she up?
She'd be up.
Okay.
I mean, if it's a drive-by, I'm happy to drive by.
I don't know. Maybe she's not ready yet. We have to check.
Okay, let's check.
Okay.
And we'll go from there.
Driving carriage.
Yeah, that's true.
We're gonna go check out the location we think Niall might be if he was killed by Rama.
Oh my.
But let's drop by Maeve, see what she has.
Alright. We're gonna love this, Doxley.
Oh, you get to see the good old firearm. You get to see what it's like.
I look forward to it. Yeah. All right. Lead the way.
If possible, I know I have a billion weapons on me. Is there a place I can have this dagger like out and on so that if it does glow again under some circumstance, I can catch it glowing?
Sure. It would have to be sort of in like a jacket pocket, maybe with your jacket open a little bit so you could see sort of the interior pocket glowing or something. It's pretty small. Like it fits like very sort of neatly over your hand. In fact, it looks like it might have even the person who originally used it might have had a slightly smaller hand. Like it's a little bit of a snug fit on your hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
As Illien is fiddling with that, before he puts it away, Kayt's gonna hold up her fist with her rending talon and do like a side fist bump and be like, twins.
Twins. Alright.
Maves.
Yeah.
Follow you guys out to Maze, but before we do that, we're gonna take a little break. 69.
69.
Yeah, what did I do?
You did something really good.
It was
That
very
was-
good.
It was good.
Yeah. It's good.
I like
Thank you all for joining us for chapter 69 of Brunkhollow. The night has come and gone. We're up in the morning. We're out and about. Got some things to check on, including maybe, hopefully, finding some evidence of Nile or of Maeve's progress.
Where are you guys going again? Is that like an hour away?
No,
it's not super far.
It's just west.
Yeah.
It's just
we
far
just
west.
headed westward, remember?
It's not very far outside of town.
Okay.
But that's where we're going to pick it right back up, and then we'll check on our late waking or normal hour waking people as well. We'll probably do a little Chrissy crossover as you guys are walking. But that's where we're going to do it. Throw in your Brunkhollow power balls. We'll be right back.
Follow, subscribe, like, then comment. In that order, follow, subscribe, like, then comment.
in that order.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 69th chapter of Brunkhollow.
I should have put my TV back on.
Just for this one moment.
Just for the moment.
We hope you powerballed. I saw some 69 powerballs. I'm
I
sorry that you
should've-
didn't.
Should have done that.
That
You
would've been a
can't
lot of
compromise the
VIPs,
integrity
yeah.
of the
Yeah,
powerball.
you're right.
Who's the original
It would have been
winner?
funny
I can't
though.
remember.
We can compromise our integrity,
winner?
not the
Yes,
integrity of the
I
Powerball.
agree.
I have a screen grab of the person that won. It's in
Still
my
so
screen
crazy.
grabs.
Crazy.
It starts with a W. Is it Whirling Derby? I can't remember.
Maybe.
The powerball. We're gonna dive back in, but before we do that,
Joseph Acker is 69 bits, insanely flatulent 30 bits. You can't sit with us, resubscribed. You can't sit with us, 69 bits. Love you, resubscribed. Battle Pantaloon, subscribed. Thank you. Thackeray did 1,000 bits.
Sick.
Thank you so much, Thackeray. Fair Game subscribed. Low Grass Guy did another 30 bits. Master Dark resubscribed. Wards resubscribed. Chunky Dunk 69 bits. Adustus, happy closing on your play,
Hey.
Chris. It was a wonderful,
let's
wonderful
go.
time. Adustus resubscribed. Wolves 100 bits. Another 100 bits. Another 100 bits. Wolves 1 bit. Wolves 8 bits. Wolves, what's going on? Nice McGraw 69 bits. Wolves 13 bits. 15 bits. 3 bits. Tony Toot 69 bits. Chunky Goblin
Hey.
resubscribed. Oh shit.
were these bits where people were like bigifying their message and it was like, stop.
Nice McGraw 69, insanely flatulent 69 bits. Ali Slayer resubscribed, insanely flatulent 30 bits, and then Told by a Small Bird did 15 bits. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you. 15 bits is 6.
Actually, I was gonna say they did 6 bits and then 9 bits.
Oh, it's
Not 15.
15 bits, 6 plus
see.
9, yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
There's people moving in and around the vicinity of Maeve's house. Some elves heading over the bridge, some others counting coins in their hand as they sort of slowly meander in the direction of Good as Gold, perhaps waiting for it to open. But even if someone had certain alchemical needs, you see that there's a paper posted on the door that reads, "Engaged for the day, get your shit elsewhere." So nobody's getting anything from Maeve at this moment. You can see that there's light coming from it within, but it's very, very dim and erratic. It's almost like a candle that has melted down to a nub, or an oil lamp burning on its very last bits of fuel. You can see several nubs of spent ether cigarettes scattered around the front door, as if someone had taken frequent smoke breaks, but didn't want to do so inside. And if you're not mistaken, there's some fresher footprints leading back around toward where the water wheel is. Possibly Maeve poking her head into the storage cellar, where you know that she keeps some of her more personal or private objects. You don't hear any bottles clinking, any liquids bubbling, or young assistants being scolded from within, so it is possible that you've arrived either at a break in the action or with somebody still resting from the evening. But you won't know for sure until you get a peek inside. You guys kind of walk through the thoroughfare. Are you getting to Maeve's?
It feels nice to finally be on a side of Maeve's where we're not the everyone else, you know? She'll be happy to see us. I hope.
Happy to see us. I don't know, but she will open the door.
Yeah. After you.
All right, I'm gonna knock.
Sort of a long pause. And then you can hear some like...
Good morning.
Good morning. Barely the fucking morning, ain't it?
You said she would be awake.
She's an elf.
She got to sleep late. A little later trance, I don't know. I'm sorry, do you need some time?
We weren't twiddling our fucking thumbs. And we might have passed out mid-work way through. Do you need something?
You told me to stop by this morning.
I told you to stop by tomorrow.
We can see you later.
We'll come back.
You can come in, but I ain't got nothing to show you, nothing good anyway.
Sounds like Jonah's doing good work.
Do you need to see your cousin?
No, is he? You keep him. Sold. All right. So sorry to wake you. We'll be back tomorrow at a reasonable hour.
Wait, no, in just a couple hours.
Today
It's already
at a
today.
reasonable hour.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we were right on the day.
Yeah.
It's just early. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
I
Great.
said you could come back tomorrow, fucking yesterday. I didn't say come back in the morning.
Oh, well, have a good rest. I'm so sorry to bug you.
Yeah.
Slow bow.
Slow down.
You hear the door kind of close, and there's a sort of brief moment, then you can hear kind of, get up, John. Oh.
Well, that's good. We got her started early.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. Ready to head out of town? Do you need to grab anything? It shouldn't be anything too huge, but
I guess yeah, sure.
okay. Let's go.
Start to head out in that direction, but we're gonna pivot around. We're sort of warping time a little bit here, but it's gonna take you guys sort of time, so a couple of hours sort of passing, or you know, in the interim. But we head back to Paramount, where you can see as you unfurl the covers and blankets that you've been crouching under or hidden under. A more fashionable waking hour brings TC and Annabel to rise, finding that aura of uncertainty lingering from the night before, not sure what this day will bring or what kind of schedule you might be on, how much time you have, how many things there are left to organize. If everyone isn't yet awake or assembling to discuss some of these greater plans, you can think about some of the individual business that you might be able to tend to. The prevailing sounds coming in through the window are that of rotating wagon wheels, prospectors and carts moving through the streets to get out to the digs before the heat has had a chance to set in. Some of these people out there are surely headed into the downwheel, which is where you'll soon be racing at least 2 other interested parties that you can only hope are tied up with their current dilemmas and affairs. But first, like the men and the women shouting in the street, you have to make sure you don't forget anything before you go. And so the day awaits. Well, Annabel first, or rise a little bit before TC there.
Annabelle, always sets the alarm spell the night before, so it's, gone, and she's, awake and ready, and she's gonna quickly get dressed and, look at herself in the mirror and fix her face, so she's back, and, braid her hair, and she's gonna head out up to the gnome tents.
Great. You come downstairs, activity in here. People come to the Paramount for breakfast, so it's decently busy in the kitchen. As you pass by, Clemens is down there. He sort of tips his hat a little bit. Morning, Miss Price.
Good morning, Mr. Clemens.
Sort of go immediately kind of on your way. It seems like he might have even was about to open his mouth and sort of mention that breakfast was available, but sort of on a mission a little bit. Yep, you pass right out into the thoroughfare where now the wheels that you could hear before, you put sound to sight, all the carts, people sort of dragging horses along, moving. You can see these big sort of wagons that are piled with tools and all the things heading out to the digs. Now you're out here in the thoroughfare, heading up to the Gnome Nook.
Yeah.
You get up to the bluffs after briefly detouring through Detention Pass and curling back around. On your left, you see the burnt down house that you spent a little bit of time last night sort of seeing it in the daylight here, clear. It more or less the same. Some pieces might have fallen off of it, like over time, little things here and there collapsing. There's no more guard outside, no halfling man sort of standing guard, so whatever bit of magic trickery may have spooked him, or he simply decided that his duty was done and that nobody came to relieve him. Anything you're looking for specifically?
I'd like to find Hobgoblin.
Okay. You find him. He's there. He's sitting on his usual bench just outside the Gnome Nook. Sort of, as people come and go, as he usually does. Or, you look at the digs today. Yep. Bring back something good.
Busybody.
Good morning.
Morning.
I was wondering about renting a tent for somebody. Are you the fella I should chat with, or somebody else in charge of renting?
There's a couple people that you rent tents from, but I'm authorized to do so.
Well, I'd love to rent a tent up here under the name of Haskell Pips. I'd like to rent it for 3 months. How much will that put me back?
Well, I'll tell you what. You give me a little time to put together a price, I'll give you a little discount for the extended stay.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course.
I can run a couple errands and swing on back.
Sure. We've got plot H2 open.
Sounds perfect.
It's not one of the bigger ones, but most of those are taken already.
He's just one feller. I think it'll be all right.
All right. Pips, you said the name was.
Pips. Yep.
Pips, H2. All right. Let me put together, and I'll take it over to the other people who rent the tents.
Okay. Thanks.
Anything else I can help you with? Help you find?
Nah, I'm gonna go and see Mr. Gujak. He does potions, yeah?
He's here.
All right, I'll go and get him. Thank you.
All right. If you know where it is, you don't need me.
I'm sure I can find it. Thanks.
You work your way through the. Is that where you're headed right now? Great. You start to head
That was nice.
Do what I can.
The gnomes in general here, very active around the Nook. Like, people are getting up. A lot of them are miners or have, sort of physical trades that they're getting up. You see people with fishing lines and hooks and nets and things. The people around here are opening their tents to business. People are bringing wares out to put on display for attracting customers, baskets that have been weaved, jewelry, sort of beaded jewelry that's been strung together. But as you get back, you sort of ask a couple people for directions. They point you back toward a plot that's actually 2 plots put together. K45 is the plot, and it's kind of in the back corner. And it's not that nobody's home, but you can see through the crease that there's an orcish man inside. But in contrast to the bustle otherwise here in the Gnome Nook, it's very quiet and it doesn't seem very inviting. And quickly you discern that the possible reason for that discretion is the man on the inside. As you're looking through the little slit in the tent, you see him.
Oh.
Oh, poor God.
He sits back up. And it seems that yesterday, perhaps borrowing a little happiness from today, and while he doesn't want to close his doors to paying customers, he doesn't want to sort of check out for the whole day, you can tell he wouldn't be crestfallen if it was a quieter day of business, if not as many people sort of showed up today. Sure. But even in a hungover state, you can see the man. He makes a good appearance. He has a silk shirt, his top hat, managed to get dressed this morning. And the supplies in the tent, even without sort of stepping all the way in, already you can tell they're very well stocked. You'd think with all the different alchemical scents that you can see, there's sort of things burning, things bubbling, that it might be kind of overwhelming, abrasive to the senses, but it all kind of comes together. It has a nice, sort of pleasant, earthy smell, like kind of walking through the forest after it rains in here. And you can see, he's sort of doubled over, but he can hear you sort of move the flap of the tent there. And he tries to sort of make a little presentation of himself.
Oh, no need to have any fuss just for me?
Welcome to my tent of alchemical wares. How can I help you?
I won't take up too much of your time.
Please.
Zach, we spoke last night very briefly when you were making merry with the gnomes.
Yes.
I wondered if you might have some nice incense I could buy off you.
I do. I have incense.
Good stuff. Stuff for making stuff.
Something with a stronger essence.
Yes. You get what I'm...
I can help with that.
I appreciate it.
I keep some on hand, but if you're seeking a particular scent, it will take some time.
Oh, I don't think I need a particular scent.
I stock the most popular options: sandalwood, jasmine, lavender, patchouli, vanilla.
I think lavender.
All of these are suitable for experimentation beyond the normal course of pleasant atmosphere creation.
That is what I'm after. If it serves other purposes, then that is what I seek to get.
2 gold per stick.
Great.
How many would you like?
It says I need 10 gold worth.
Yeah.
So I would like to get... I'll do 20.
You want 20 sticks or 20 gold worth of
20
incense?
worth
Just-
gold.
Great, so that's
So, like,
it's
for
2 gold
two
per stick,
versions of this
so
one.
that's 10 sticks. Yeah,
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. So he sort of motions over to them. There's a whole bunch. Do you take, just for flavors reasons, do you take all of the same? They're all in these little sort of the jars, so you can mix and match them. They're individual.
I think she's gonna go all lavender. She feels a very strong towards the purple
Sure.
flower. She's like
Feels
lavender. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, you take a good handful of those there.
Okay. Mr. Claiborne, I have one more favor to ask you.
Please.
There's a man called Pips who's going to be living in H2. I know that you perhaps, when making merry with the gnomes, they do party hard. Pips is a human. He doesn't have a lot of friends, but he's a great mind and clever on the alchemical. Would you just check in on him? I think he might be a friend, and he won't drink quite as hard or smoke quite as hard as the gnomes.
He's there now.
He will be.
Oh. Okay.
In H2. Maybe this evening. I don't know. You're new in town, right?
I will try.
Could you use another friend?
Yes.
Well, it doesn't have to be today.
Oh, good.
No,
Maybe
tomorrow. Sure. Okay. Good luck. Also, fennel tea, if you got that. That's real good for settling the stomach.
Oh, my stomach is good.
Okay.
Let it not be said that Gujek can't drink with the gnomes.
I would never say that, sir. Your secret? Safe with me. What secret, in fact?
And as he turns, sort of,
No.
Cheers. And she's gonna
slip back out.
slip back out.
We'll follow in a second, but TCE sort of rising in your room.
Can I take time to attune to the Ring of Warmth?
You may, yeah, sort of
that,
early in the
Lawrence
morning.
gave
Take
back
some
to me.
time. Yes.
Yeah, would that be after I woke up? Or,
Yeah, sort of
Some
again, like during the morning, sort of waking up, getting dressed and stuff, sort of taking time to feel the energy. It doesn't have to be like a super so during that whole process, you could have been doing that as well.
Doing that, TC's like, goes over to the desk that he wrote all those letters at, and like goes through his bag and he's like rifling through all these different correspondence that like he was kept everything, like little scraps here and there, thinking he would game it, use it, blackmail, whatever, little information, and like finding that he's just like, most of this is useless junk, and like making a pile of stuff that he's like not gonna continue to carry around, correspondence, little tidbits and stuff, but finding, putting aside, it's like Lamont's note and like the sea glass that Doxley gave him, and like making like a little breast pocket shape. There it goes. And like, and like that goes in like a breast pocket there.
Sure.
And yeah, I'm finishing up with the. Like feeling a little warmth of who knows what it's from. Maybe it's the ring. DC will go downstairs, like standing a little taller, and making sure he's sick.
Morning, Miss Welker.
Clemens, my man. I'll need a full turn down as soon as you can make it happen. Fresh sheets, I believe.
Anything you can leave right outside the door, Kenzo will take it and bring back fresh sheets.
I've been around town a little bit in these last few weeks. Where would you suggest one would find the most pleasing grouping of wildflowers around here?
Well, there's a couple of nice places just south of Detention Pass, head toward the lake.
All right. Good to know.
Do you remember where they put the statue up? Just outside of town.
Oh, jeez.
Of course.
The flowers grow plentifully there.
Yes. Have you been by there recently?
I have not.
Have you heard anything about it?
There is some discussion that the statue is not as it was.
Yes, quite. I recall a big to-do, meetings and such. Great minds coming together to see what was to be done with it.
Yes.
All seems very silly now, doesn't it?
I suppose there were those in those meetings who I believe wished the statue to be destroyed. Perhaps after Bison vacated the town, they sought to enact their purpose.
And in any case, they got their way.
In any case, as of yet, I've seen no ill effects, but time will tell.
If I gave you a few extra gold, maybe Kenzo could do my room for me, yes?
Kenzo could what?
No, it was just if I didn't want to go back upstairs and put things outside.
Oh, if you provide the key...
I'll just do it myself.
All right. Most tenants find that that's easier.
It is.
Rather than hand it.
I agree. It's like saying it's like walking away as she is. Like go upstairs.
Yeah, and pull everything off. And do a little pile there. Yeah. You see, as you're walking through the hall, other people have done the same. Like that's a pretty standard thing here. Have a little basket inside the door.
Is there like maybe a little vase in the room or?
There's like the pitcher that water. Yes. Yeah, because there's a wash basin and there was like a pitcher that you could use. So there's a pitcher.
And I'll just leave that like in the yep. It's north. No, it's east. The statue, the remains of the statue.
Yeah, it's like east and a little bit south of Detention Pass. Like,
okay, it's not on the way. Actually gonna head to Narvo CNC and see if there's any letters for me.
Okay. You head down the thoroughfare, and even before you get all the way through there, like all the way to the door, you can see that this is the time of day when a lot of people are dropping off letters. So there's, a line. You see some people sort of with items looking up. There's like prices on the board that they check and then head inside there. Mm-hmm. You get up to the door where the owlbear statue is, you take a peek inside, and the usual people are there. You see Izzy, you see Wade, you see the silent halfling. I don't know if you've gotten his name, but you guys have heard the Micah. You head inside, there's a line of, 6 or 7 people there.
Wait in line.
Okay. I'll wait sort of patiently there.
Maybe take out like the aces that Illien gave me from Ace, and I'm like doing some finger tricks with them, right? Flipping them between fingers.
Slowly the line progresses, time. And it looks like right now, they switch off duties, but Izzy is the one sort of at the desk there, sort of taking people's packages, writing down amounts and things. And finally, the guy in front of you sort of moves off there. And what can I do for... Oh. Welcome back, Mr. Welker.
Greetings. I feel like it's been too long. I was wondering if I had sent some correspondence at this point many weeks ago, wondering if I got any sort of reply.
Not that I'm aware of.
Nothing
if
on
it was
my
under
name?
your name, it probably would have been brought over to the Paramount.
All right.
a sender that I should be looking out for in particular?
No, nothing in particular, but
Right.
suppose a one-way relationship.
When did you send out your correspondence?
Oh, this would have been at least a week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
And that was headed to... We have had some time during that. I'd be surprised. Maybe they're taking their time, picking out the right words.
Perhaps. Forgive me, I feel like last time I was here, I told you I would return Toot Sweet, and I failed to do so. I have been a busy lad.
Have you?
You already knew that. I am remembering that now. Yes. Anyway,
Something else I can help you with, Mr. Welker?
not particularly. No. A pleasure, as always.
Next. They'll leave. Head back outside.
How close outside? How long would it take to get to where the statue was? Is that just like a 5-minute walk?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there was little groups that went out there, came back, and the whole thing took 10, 15 minutes. I mean, because they were staggering the groups that were headed out.
I will head towards that.
Okay. Annabel, where were you headed after visiting Gujek?
I'd like to figure out what it costs, I guess, if he has that worked out.
Yeah, so let's do...
And literally have it fully paid for, and then I'd like to go to the butcher shop.
Yeah, the tents are not super expensive. Well, we can calculate
great.
this, but it's not going to be something
Great.
exorbitant.
So
Yeah,
we'll
they're
save the money
significantly
exchange.
less
Yeah.
expensive than like staying in a hotel because they're temporary plots there.
Totally.
So yes, that's no problem.
Great, then I'd like to go to the butcher shop.
All right, head over to the butcher shop there. We'll do that. The butcher shop is busy at this early hour. And while her associates were only able to oblige your supervisory request for so long before maybe they had business elsewhere, Bernine herself is now posted just outside the door to relieve them, right outside of Haskell's room on the upper floor. She's seated on a stool and she's peeling an apple with a knife, while she also reads from a piece of parchment that she has balanced on her thigh. So because there's no table, she sort of has it balanced. She's peeling and reading. And when she sees you kind of coming across the balcony there, she gives you a little nod. And you don't even need to read it in its entirety to know what Bernine is looking at. Because there are several small portraits with numbers underneath indicating some kind of gold reward.
Perfect.
Oh boy.
Depictions of those that escaped from Fort Contrition on the day of disaster at the Nightingale. And at a very quick glance, you can't see for certain, but you don't think you see your picture. It looks like it's a sort of grid of maybe the people that escaped from the Manx specifically. So while your image or word has been elsewhere, this is specifically about the ones that got out of the Manx there. And she kind of has a little smile on her face, sort of amused at some of the jailbreak antics that you've been involved in, but you can see she has a little hint of concern under there as well. Like maybe she didn't realize when she sort of took you on and introduced you to Merwin that it would go this far, that the destruction of the Nightingale and some of the ensuing tensions and problems over at Fort Contrition. So she masks it pretty well, but you can tell she doesn't know where this is headed. Sort of after that, it's obvious that the warden and the people of Fort Contrition are very invested in getting these people back, both practically and for appearance sort of reasons. So she sees you as you kind of come there. The boy is still sleeping.
Good.
He's been so quiet, I had to check a couple times to make sure he was still breathing.
Yeah. Thank you for doing that.
If he's quite vain, we could show him this when he wakes up. I think they captured him quite nicely.
It is an accurate portrayal. Perhaps he ought to do something with his hair.
You should be careful, Around here more than most.
Yes. Perhaps.
Right now, I doubt the people of Brunkhollow will turn over one of their own to the Clinkers. But if that reward continues to climb, or if tensions between the two settlements get worse, who knows?
I'm gonna stash him somewhere and tell him to lay low.
I think that's a good idea.
Perhaps he can ingratiate himself with enough people that'll be awful hard to turn over.
That would be good for his future prospects. We haven't spoken much since we took to Pocket Ace's Pass. How are things with you?
They're great.
Okay.
Who is that fucking dwarf giving us orders? You and me. And everybody else.
His name is Bevy. Bevy Chusk. Bevychusk. Bevy Chusk.
And I assume that he has some rank. You and I are good old soldiers following orders.
Hockney is the man in Vancor. Chusk is the man in Saywall.
And you are still planning on following orders?
In what way?
You're loyal to the cause.
I am.
Does that seem true?
Make an insight.
That is 27.
27. It does seem true. It seems that, and you could sense this back when you were in Pocket Ace's Pass, there's a little friction there because she's a little more directly under Hockney, not directly under Chusk. And, you know, he outranks her in the greater sort of sense of the Thieves Guild, so she is sort of at his behest. But, you know, things are complicated out here. This is no man's land. This is no one's territory. So she didn't want to ruffle feathers by sort of directly disobeying him, but at the same time, like, push comes to shove, if Hockney said something and that guy said something, she would follow Hockney. Like, you definitely get that sense.
You know, things didn't go exactly as I planned. We adapt. I have uncovered that there is something going on here that may require more attention. I know we're focused on whatever else is happening, and I will go back. Just gonna kind of look around and see, is there anybody else?
A couple tables down, like if you speak modestly, there's nobody sort of in the immediate vicinity. The closest person in a pure, like, straight line sense is probably Haskell, but he's inside the room. Like, you're right outside the room, but other than that.
There is a plot to destroy the cusp. And there's a way for people to actually do it.
But this doesn't involve the reason you came here to begin with.
Well, I feel it is keeping me here. If the cusp goes down, wouldn't that be bad?
That would be bad for you in particular, I've come to understand.
I did fine outside.
I know. It's not a threat. I'm just saying, the Thieves Guilds have lived, they've come and gone over the years. But magic users went, and they haven't come back too much. Not yet.
The cusp gives people hope, normal people hope. Isn't that what we're about?
Yes.
Getting the people to rise up. If the cusp falls, no matter how many people we kill, it'll be awful hard to convince them. They'll already see a great display, a great power of the gods.
I don't disagree with you on any particular point.
I feel I need to make a report quickly to Hawk. I think we could use some reinforcements here. Yes, perhaps me in particular am more invested, but I believe it has repercussions for everything.
You can tell him yourself. He's coming.
When?
Don't know, but he's on his way.
Alright, well that'll be nice. Thanks, Brittany.
Of course.
Thanks for keeping an eye on him. Do you got a disguise kit?
We have a few. Or just a big jacket with a hood.
I think I gotta dye his hair or some shit.
Good luck getting him to do anything. We left some bread and honey in there. He hasn't touched it.
I'll work on it.
Are you going to be with him? I have some things I'd like to do.
Yes, yes. Thanks.
All right. I'll check back in.
Okay.
She gets up.
And I'll go into Haskell's.
Push the door open there. And when you finished your previous conversation with Haskell, if you had exited out the door and immediately turned back around, this is the position you would expect to find him in. Like, he's curled up, he's lying down, he's facing the wall, there's a blanket half covering his torso, his feet are sticking out the end. And the only perceivable difference in the room is that, like Bernine said, there's a plate nearby where it looks like her or one of her pals set down some bread, some honey, some cheese, and the food is untouched. You see no nibbling, no sort of things taken off the plate itself.
You awake?
Yeah.
I got great news. Your picture's everywhere. You look great. Yeah, you look great. So I think we ought to dye your hair black, I think. It's easy to maintain. Or you could shave it, that's fine too. And I got you a tent up at the Gnome Nook. And I got your stuff. And Shelby says you'll get your job back.
And finally, he sort of turns over.
Here. And she's gonna give him back the wine and the clothes and the potion of healing and the fire resistance. But she's going to keep the poison in the book, obviously. That if he looks through, he will not find any of that in there. He didn't want to give it all to me. He's a really good guy. He thought I might be up to no good, which, of course, as you know, I always am. So I had to go back in and steal a couple items. But he cares for you, clearly.
You stole my stuff.
I did. But I got you out of prison, and then I saved you again.
Same old Annabel.
I'm afraid I never change. I'm a scoundrel through and through.
Take it. I don't care.
I don't fucking want it.
Neither do I.
Haskell.
You already took the parts you wanted anyway.
Good will come of you whether you will or no. I bought you a tent at the Gnome Nooks for 3 months. You owe me something. You owe me 3 fucking months. For you to try.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh. Ooh. Wow. A dirty 20. And then you can do whatever the fuck you want.
I'll go up to the Gnome Nook. I'll take the tent.
You take your job back?
I'll take the job back.
I also got you a friend, I think. Same old Annabel.
Yeah.
Gujek. He's an alchemist. Half orc. Very bright. Very talented.
I don't want anything to do with alchemy.
Well, then you can just drink with him. He's a bad drinker. Maybe you lost a little bit of your tolerance too in prison. So you can work up to it with him. Just talking.
They got the tent already?
Yes. You can write to me if you want. You probably don't, but you could. Maybe that will help you feel better.
We'll see. Sorry, I'm not what you wanted, Annabel. Will they let me out of here on my own?
Will you dye your hair first? I can help you. You probably never dyed hair before.
Is there shears in the kitchen?
Sure.
I'll do that.
Annabel doesn't cry, and she just is. For her auntie, and her feeling that if she'd made a different choice, any point, things could be different. She feels this could have been her in any other small variation, and she just... Fuck. And she sort of pulls herself together. She takes whatever glass of water he had and, gets her face and, goes out. Like nothing ever happened.
As you're walking sort of along the balcony there, you can peek down. You sort of want to make sure you're sort of at least sticking to his word. He sort of walks up to the chef there that's at the thing. You can see him kind of point to some kind of shear, not just like a blade, but like a two shears thing that kind of comes together. And you can see the chef sort of skeptically hands it over, and he looks at it a little bit. And it looks like he looks around and then spots like a mirror on the wall or something and kind of walks over to it. So you can see that he's going over to sort of get as best he can with those. We're going to pivot around to just outside of town. As you start walking along the civil road, you're very much moving against the general flow of traffic. This is a time of the day when those who departed at the crack of dawn from one of the border towns like Merlai are starting to enter the outskirts. And because the eastern portion of the valley is mostly flat plains, sparse forests, even the elves up at this hour and some of the very, very early birds of other races, they're not really heading to work in this direction. The miners, the hunters, the arborists, the denser parts of the downwield are all better for those kinds of things. It was a strange little sidetrack at the behest of Rufus Diamond that had you traveling along this route. One of the many people who's kind of come and gone. Not an insignificant man, just a tangential one whose story sort of glanced and then you went in other directions. One of the many. You recall his general directions of following the path until it pivots sharply to the west, at which point you step off and enter a sort of a stretch of grassy, gravelly land with some intermittent trees that must not like each other very much based on how far apart they grow. So you guys are walking, you've just sort of broken from the path, and you know it isn't too long to get to where you think the sort of mine shaft was, but you have a moment here to talk if you wanted to before you get there.
So, we got that, crazy worm-like thing. If it's still there, that's the only thing I know that we should be wary of. But hopefully it's moved on. And this is just gonna be a quick and easy look.
You were looking for a body?
Or hopefully not, but yes. I mean, that note that was left. I can't imagine it was anything else but something about Niall, but I don't know if this is the location. It was kind of grasping at straws. So, we'll see.
The only reason... Well, I guess there's two reasons. If that was Romo, if this is where Niall might be, the only reason why he would tell you is to show you what he's doing, but also maybe to inflict some more physical manners of pain. So let's all keep a fresh eye out, yeah?
I was also thinking, if this is because how it would look on Bison's map, if he somehow got to Bison's map to show us, hey, I never needed your key. Here you go. You know, if he knows the layout of all these places. I don't know.
Well, let's just cross that bridge.
Yeah.
Everybody give me perception checks. The three of you.
Terrible. 17.
That's terrible. 15.
21.
Bad roll.
Unless something's happened to the above ground portion, like whether it was dismantled or leveled by inclement weather, you remember that the shaft was not difficult to locate because it's quite open here, so anything that's sort of above ground stands out quite easily. Sure enough, there's a little peaked roof in the distance, and it's visible from much farther away this time. Last you came through here, you were aided only by moonlight, and even then it wasn't that difficult to find, but you're able to see it several hundred feet in the distance. You can see that big metal brazier that's still sitting beside the wooden framework. And the last time you were here, that was lit, which was sort of curious, it gave you a sense that someone had been there recently or come by. Now it's not. There's no signs of smoke or that it's been lit recently from that way you can tell from this far away. So there's nobody in the vicinity that you can see. Off in the distance, sort of standing more or less the same as it was.
Last time we took our armor off, but I don't think I want to do that.
I'm not doing
sneaky
that.
anyways.
I made that mistake last night. I'm not going to do it twice in 24 hours.
Yeah. Anything you need before we head in? Okay. I hope it's not here. Let's go.
Get closer. You can see it sort of getting a little bigger and bigger in the distance. You get up to it, and it's in slightly more disrepair than it was. You know, there's been a couple nights where it was raining hard or the wind was blowing especially strong. There's some tiles that have come off that little sort of peaked shelter and sort of scattered along the ground there. But it's held up. It doesn't seem like it's, imminently collapsed. A couple more steps and you can peer down the opening if you wish, or if there's anything else.
Okay. There's this extra little line on the first level to the left. I don't know if that could mean anything, but maybe we'll start there.
All right. Was there like a ladder or what was it, a rope?
You can peer down the opening.
Yeah.
Things have, as you look down, things have deteriorated a little more since you last stood here. The ladder is still affixed to the wall, but it's obvious that even if the rockworm from before isn't here right now, those repeated acts of punching through the sides of the shaft have compromised whatever small bit of structural integrity that there once was. You seem to remember that there was a rope dangling down as well. There was a ladder that was sort of fixed, built into the wall, and then at the little peaked rooftop, there was a rope that you could haul up or let down, sort of whatever. That rope is nowhere to be found, so it's possible that fell to the bottom after coming loose. You peer, and nothing about what you're seeing inspires you with confidence, including the lack of light or sound. If you were to climb down this ladder, it's well more in worse condition than it was the last time you were here. And if somebody is down there, they're keeping very quiet. You don't hear any noise. And even if there is, you'd have to think very hard about descending, because the tunnels look like they're one sharp sneeze away from a cave-in of sorts. So the actual underground rock is in much worse condition than when you came down here to find Wes.
All right. I have a pitch. I've got a climbing kit. What if we take the rope from that? You two stay up here, hold the rope, and shimmy me down there. I don't want to use any part of this as a means of getting to and from.
Alright.
I hate the idea of you going down alone, just in case of what might be waiting, but
I want two people up here to pull me back up as quickly as possible.
yeah.
Everybody give me perception checks again.
No, that's bad.
11.
17.
11.
Is Illien sort of giving his little, sort of looking at the thing that what you might be able to tie the rope to, or if you're just going to hold it yourself, you give a look down to make sure that there's enough room with the ladder there to sort of let somebody down using just the rope. And as you're sort of peering down, you hear
Doxley,
What?
like an echoing.
there's someone coughing. Go, grab the rope.
Okay, great.
Great.
Tying it around ourselves.
Doxley. Illien.
Shut the fuck up.
Is that you?
And it doesn't sound like he's talking quiet. He's just kind of far away. Like it sounds like he's deep in there.
Don't say anything. Don't. We don't know. I've seen Annabel do weird things, and I don't know.
I understand. I've got my shield. I've got everything. I've got to go.
Okay. Very carefully. If you get closer and you get eyes on him, then yell.
Okay. Go.
Okay. Start
Let her
lowering
down. Give me athletics checks with advantage. You can have either of you roll it, or you could both roll and take the higher roll there.
Yes.
Oh wait, either have advantage or
Not roll 2 dice each.
Yes, roll one each and take the higher one. Or
Well, good luck with that. Roll.
all right.
But you gotta re-roll because
Yeah,
you
you
rolled 2
roll.
dice.
Oh, okay. You think I
I mean,
It's
I guess we.
What was yours?
27.
Great, that's
There.
plenty there.
I got a 2 and a 1.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Woo!
You start to lower Doxley down, and it's narrow, and the ladder that you're not using, you kind of sort of butt up against a couple times, and you can hear it kind of sort of swinging a little bit off of the wall. It was once firmly affixed to the wall, but now sort of decrepit a little bit as it's sort of worn down over time. And again, as Doxley's slowly lowering down, you put your feet out so you can like touch the side of the wall while they continue to lower you down a little bit. And again, Illien, Doxley,
Please.
is that your voice?
Keeps it lower now.
You get to that first part where the two arms of the sort of tunnel, the mine shaft, go out, and you heard that voice, and it sounded like it was further down. So you continue to. And let me check.
No!
How much rope is in that rope kit?
50 feet, I think.
50 feet? Okay, I just want to check that.
I don't think it went down the full last time.
Does anybody
more
have a second
rope.
one?
I've got.
Still got my rope.
Still got my rope.
I don't have any.
We've come full circle.
Still got my rope.
Still got my rope.
I don't have any rope.
Oh yeah, I've got rope.
Oh, okay.
Let's check the distance on this.
I don't like this music either.
Yeah, what the heck?
Okay, so at 50 feet, which is the rope, a little less given that it's sort of tied around
50
Doxley,
feet and 3 inches.
you can see it like right at where your shins are is where the bottom layer also goes out. There's those two wings again at the bottom, but then you look up and you're taut with like at the end of the rope that Illien and Kayt have there.
Okay, and then I guess. Sorry, you said the tunnel's opening right where my shins are. How far does the floor seem after that? Is it like a 10-foot tall tunnel, a 6-foot tall?
They're pretty short. Yeah, like 8 feet from floor to ceiling.
Okay, and if I were to like, gracefully around, if they were to drop another like thing of rope, it would land like right below where my feet are, right? There's not like a further dip.
There's that little dip with water below your feet.
And how far is that? Just
Another
in case
15 feet.
Jesus. Fuck. Okay, give me one quick sec.
Somebody there.
Oh, okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Doxley's going to like if she can like kind of hold on to the rope with one hand, maybe her left hand. She's gonna take out her trident, and she's gonna have the 3 prongs facing upward, and she's gonna tie the rope to like under that. So if she were to like hang on the trident, it would catch on the rope, and she could climb up the trident, get to the rope. Does that make sense?
I don't know if I'm picturing what you're picturing. What are you tying the rope to? What are you tying the trident to?
The trident.
It's like a noose, a trident on a noose.
This is a trident. Yeah, it's like a little noose. She takes the end of the rope. Rope's going up this way, and the trident like gets to dangle another 6 feet.
Okay. Give me a dexterity check as you try to do that while you're sort of dangling still.
Okay. Just straight dexterity. That's a 19.
19. Sort of pull yourself up enough, and you kind of wedge yourself. You put your feet against the wall and your back against the wall so that you can get a little bit of slack on the rope. And you pull that position as tight as you can and quickly. Now you've got it dangling there, and now slowly. And you can get down enough that you can peer all the way. First, you peer sort of behind you or to your left a little bit, and that tunnel's much shorter. And then as you sort of let yourself rotate around on the rope, the other one is longer. And this is the same one that Wes was in, like all the way at the bottom, all the way at the end. There's like a little sort of larger chamber at the very, very end of that thing there. And in that area, you see a familiar face, long eyebrows, steel blue eyes, sort of a gaunt physique, very thin, and anchored to the ground with some kind of chains or shackles or something is Niall Morton. And finally, as you dangle down, you can hear the chains like shh.
She's gonna cover her finger to her lips.
Doxley.
start quietly walking toward him.
No. Don't do that. I'm afraid I'm in as big a pickle as when you first found me out by Aaron Lake. Maybe bigger.
Well, I got you out of that one, Niall.
Just listen for a moment. I got snatched when I was out working the western end of the valley. I'd made camp for the night, and just as I was about to put out my fire, someone snuffed out the lights for me. Some kind of deeper darkness that I couldn't see through. And before I knew what was happening, I was clobbered and hit with a heavy dose of sting. I woke up here, and while I probably could have worked myself out of these shackles by now, there's all these strings crisscrossing the passageway. And they're rigged up, and he points up, and finally up at the ceiling, you can see there's these like ropes that are wrapped around, almost like it looks like a bouquet of arrows that one would like, but they're pickaxes.
Oh, it's
And they're the Thunderstone pickaxes that were left behind here ages ago in these tunnels.
Uh-huh.
And so all of these little tripwire-esque things, there's these bunches of pickaxes, sort of almost like little chandeliers at the top of this passageway. They're rigged to these pickaxes hanging from the ceiling. They got these crystals embedded in them that look like thunderstones.
Yeah.
Now, if even one of those makes a blast like I know it can, this entire shaft's coming down. I don't know what to do. I kept waiting around, thinking that there'd be some kind of ransom demand. Or I don't know what. Of course, hearing your voices now, it could be that I'm the bait. In which case, I suggest you get the fuck out of here.
I'm not gonna just fucking leave you here, Niall.
Look, I don't know if anyone has hands steady enough to dismantle these the way that they're set up. I mean, it's possible, I suppose, but one slip of the finger and we're all worm food. I don't know if there's a better way to...
He sort of looks up at the pickaxes.
I don't know, maybe neutralize the thunderstones in some way. I'm not sure if that's a thing that can be done.
Has anybody been by the person who put you here? Anything?
You're the first.
All right. Not exactly how I was anticipating this playing out.
What were you anticipating? And how'd you know to come here?
Romo Klein put you down here, Niall. And it's because he's not terribly happy with my brother and me.
Listen to me, Doxley. You do what you can within your means. But you don't get yourself killed at my expense. I lived a good long life, full of fuck-ups. And I won't have your demise be my final performance. You try to devise a way to get me out of here, but if you get a whiff of something gone wrong with this Romo character, you back off immediately.
Doxley mentally crosses her fingers in her head.
All right.
If my captor wanted to kill me, they could have, no problem. And I got rations in my coat pocket that they either didn't find or didn't care about. I can last down here for a while, until you figure out what the fuck is going on. But don't do anything rash. Can you negotiate with this man?
Probably not.
Then what does he want?
To hurt us. Niall, I figured out the cusp. And I'm getting you out of here so that you can finish it with me.
That sounds like a good plan A. But plan B is, you do it. Say yes, even if you don't mean it.
Yes.
Now say it like you do.
Yes.
Find someone who's got the hands to give it a go. Or if you don't have that, find someone who can neutralize the Thunderstones. Or failing that, find someone who knows how long Thunderstones stay good for. And if it's 100 fucking years, get me a lot of food.
Well, I do know someone with smooth hands. I'll work on it.
I'll reiterate that that's the worst solution.
Yeah, I know. That's the worst one. I'll check. I don't want... Yeah.
There's gotta be a dozen of these things.
Look, I know that these are Bison's tools, and I need to speak with Bison about grander things, so maybe he will have some information.
Fine.
Can I get you anything?
I'd be afraid if you tried to toss something through that you'd hit a wire.
So is it like, almost like just, I'm picturing like red lasers.
Could Catherine
that
Zeta do it?
Yeah.
Yes, like that's the right. I mean, it's not quite that sort of elegant,
Sure.
but yes, there's in different directions,
Yeah.
and you're not sure which are connected to which, and it's hard to see sometimes. Like sometimes a little bit of light will come from above, and you'll see just a little bit of like. There's ways to hide tripwires. These were not hidden. It was meant to sort of be obvious that there's quite a bit of sort of barrier between you and where he is. Yes.
Okay.
Crisscrossing all across in little different patterns.
Well, I know that I'm gonna get a smack from Illien if I don't say something like, if something fucking happens to you, Niall, we've been thinking and working for you this entire time. All right? Stay fucking still, will ya?
She's gonna turn.
Start to turn away there. One more thing. In case something goes sideways in one of the 100 ways that it could, you need to know something. Trent's dead.
When did that happen?
There was a Boyd posse right out near the edge of the cusp. I don't know what he was doing with those boys to begin with, but they got hit. And they didn't see it coming. Could have been a cleric, could have been something else. It was right out at the edge. Seemed like there was magic at play, but that's not my area of expertise. I was gonna try and collect the body, but I started to hear riders coming. Could have been more of Boyd's men. I had to flee. They might have already buried the body or burned him, but I thought you should know.
I will tell our family. What do I tell Izzy? She's looking for you.
Tell her I'm in a fucking tunnel.
Yeah, alright, that's a good option. Okay.
You can tell like Doxley's like
You're like not that far apart. You're 80 feet apart, sort of shouting down this tunnel here a little ways.
yeah, she's like just fucking battling between like trying to say goodbye but like not to leave, and finally she just
Be alright.
Alright. She starts heading away.
You sort of tug on the rope there, and you guys feel that.
with the trident she rises.
All the way back up to the surface. And you could hear her, she was clearly talking. Like, you could hear, like, a little bit of quiet, sort of, there was clearly another voice, and there was clearly Doxley's voice. You couldn't make out exactly what was being said. But...
Alright, well, as we're lifting it up, well, it's not as heavy as 2 people. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. Get her up there.
You get it all the way back up, you return to the surface.
Okay, what?
finally, now that she can let go of all of the anger and rage that was building in her, she's gonna start untying the trident, and as she's doing it, she's gonna be like, Niall's fucking down there, and we can't get to him, and we can't get him out of there, and we're just gonna have to go and get fucked! And she's gonna start just stabbing the ground
All right.
with her trident.
Calm down. What do you mean he's stuck?
He's down there. There's dozens of those fucking pickaxes that explode on contact hanging above his goddamn head while he's manacled to the ground like a goddamn animal. So we've got to either find somebody who can untie all of these precious little strings as those things are holding up those, or we've got to make the thunderstones inert.
Okay. Maeve might know something about that. We'll figure out the right thing. Does he look okay? Does he have any major wounds? Is he bleeding out?
No,
Will he make it?
He's in delightful spirits, actually. It's kind of annoying.
Okay.
He's got food. He doesn't need anything. We couldn't get it to him if we had it anyways, so I don't know what his fucking game is. Ramo, doing this.
Illien's gonna scan. He did this a little bit earlier, but hearing this, scan the tree line of trying to see if were they sent here to be watched? Can you see anything like that?
Honestly, I'll lump this in with the first set of perception checks I had you make, which is you don't see any obvious this area is wide open and the trees aren't rife with leaves. If there was someone here, it's not at night. It's virtually impossible to hide here. There's nowhere to hide.
I don't know. What purposes? Kayt, you're smart. I mean, it could be to waste our time. Is he onto something and he just wants to keep us stowed for another hour or two,
Well,
3?
the idea of making a trap for you guys just sounds like putting you in the exact state that you're in right now, which is to mentally torture you. My question is what you were saying about earlier. Why here, in this place?
This is where the pickaxes were, I suppose.
But does Ramo asking for Bison's key and all now null if he knows where this place is? Is that
Did he somehow get the maps? Does he just want to make a point that he knows that this place existed? Did you check on that first place where that line is on the thing?
No, I didn't.
Was there...
I heard Niall's voice and I just went.
That's fair.
I can go back down if you need to.
I mean, I don't know if there's something left there or if that's just a part of the maps that he knows. I don't know.
Was that about where he was?
No, he was, and she'll gesture to where he was.
Because this is where the pickaxes were on that first level when we were here before.
Oh yeah, no, he's not on it. He's on the lower level.
Okay.
Is there any reason why Ramo would be testing you as opposed to just straight up fucking you? Is there a solution you think he wants you to find to this?
You mean a challenge?
Yeah.
I mean, it's weird. Why isn't he just dead? Why isn't Niall just dead? That's what he said it was gonna happen.
He's either torturing you or he's testing you.
Why don't we go meet our companions? Because any theories we've got on why Rommel Klein is as twisted as he is, we're never gonna have answers.
I don't think it's just to make our lives hell. There's no way that he's trying to do something else. He wouldn't just drop everything to make our lives hell.
Has the time come?
It's not glowing or anything.
It is not glowing.
I mean, maybe. Let's go get our party, like you said.
All right.
Let's start headed.
Doxley's gonna lean over the well or whatever and just
Stay quiet. Cough if you hear me. Great.
Okay. Illien's gonna jog. Start.
yeah.
So you can move at a quick pace
Yeah.
back toward town there. You guys get back into town. Sort of a little bit of frenetic energy built up on the sort of quiet road back, the civil road that you're sort of walking along there. You return to a busy, it hasn't been that long that you've been out, but a much busier thoroughfare. With each passing 30 minutes, hour, more and more people start to flood in, out of the businesses, into the businesses, back out into the downwield. So you get back and now you're beyond the crack of dawn early risers and to the more sort of normal early hours. And you think that TC and Annabel might also be, if not awake, at least starting to rise at this point. Okay. Come back in. You guys headed right away.
Okay. Do you know where TC is? Would you be able to grab him?
I can seek him out, but I don't know where he is.
And we can check with Maeve about how Thunderstone works.
That sounds good. I just want to ask if you would spend a little bit of time meditating on what it might mean that Ramo wants you to somehow engage the past and your lineage and the things that he was trying to show you, if this is some kind of test for something like that.
I mean, the only reason I believe he showed that to me in the first place is because we had him in a bind, and that was how I let him go. He hasn't worked with me at all since that original time. I mean, I'll think on it. See what I can.
Are you going with Illien to Maze? Is that...
I guess I'll go back to bother Maeve.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's been a couple hours, right? Because
It's been like an hour and a half, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it sounded like she was making an effort to get up. Whether or not she fell back asleep is
Yeah.
another thing, but... Okay. And Doxley's sort of off to see if she can locate TC.
As she like slowly turns to like head in a different direction, she'll just, not even looking at Illien, just, Trent's dead, by the way. And just start walking away.
He'll nod and just keep moving.
You get back to Maeve's, and very much the same. There's a little more light coming from within. It seems that either a candle has been replaced or some of the fuel from the oil lamp has been refilled. You get to the door there, same note that's still posted to the door, engaged for the day, get your shit elsewhere. But a little bit of shadowy movement from behind some of the curtains and things. You guys stand at the door.
You knock this time.
Okay, it's Illien.
And a little quicker this time. Come on in.
Right.
You guys step inside, and if you didn't know better, the scene in here looks like it would belong to like a prospector or an archaeologist. There's all these powdered substances in little bowls or small piles that look like varying shades of topsoil. They're like brownish or reddish, varying shades. There's also hammers and brushes and trowels of different shapes and sizes that have been used to kind of shape these piles or grind or sort of move things around the table. Wrapped in a heavy blanket and still asleep in the chair in the corner is Jonah. And on the counter next to Jonah, there's this big, like, hand-cranked grinding or milling device. Like, you turn the wheel, and there's a funnel at the top, so you could put something in the top and then kind of grind it. And it seems like there's a few bowls nearby that might have been his task for a while. He's asleep at the moment, but he may have been kind of grinding things into these little bowls and then bringing them over for Maeve to work with. So they've clearly been at work here. They haven't been wasting time. All right. We pressed the Ignis Crepitus as best as we could. We blended it with a few other reagents on the advice of Mr. Muir. Now, I tried to be as stingy as I could on the fucking ratios, given that we have somewhat limited samples. But there's no point in having a lot of something when none of it fucking works. So the next step is to get the molds and start fitting together the capsules in quantity. I'll have to see to that bit myself because I told Crenshaw not to hand it off to anybody else, even if they come asking. Now maybe sometime later in the afternoon, maybe the early evening if I fucking fall asleep again, I will have something for you worth presenting.
Okay. Good work.
Thanks.
This is also out of left field. Do you know the properties of Thunderstone very well?
I use it sometimes, yeah.
Are you aware of Bison's old Thunderstone pickaxes that he would use?
I heard that his idiot fucking nephew made him, yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you know how long and how potent those pickaxes might stay? Like, in 2 months, would they be inert? In 48 hours, that's not true. They've been there for like a week.
I mean, not very long, like 10 years.
Okay. Is there a way to counteract or make them inert?
You wanna make the pickaxe? Just buy a new fucking pickaxe.
No. I need to make these Thunderstones stop working.
I'd be guessing.
Okay, what's your best guess?
I don't know. Calcite mixed with something.
sort of suppresses expansion of... I mean, again,
Okay. No, that's fine.
I'm not trying to be fucking difficult this time, Illien, but I've got some other things on my hands.
I know. You're not being difficult.
Is this something you can take to fucking... Who's the idiot with the big jaw that's up on the hill?
Gujek?
Yeah.
I could go talk to Gujek, maybe. This is great. Thank you for your help. And I'm excited to follow up with you on the firearms. You're making amazing progress already.
Kayt's gonna walk over to Jonah and like rustle him a little bit. Like, good morning, sleepyhead.
Morning, Kayt.
I wrote to your mom so she knows you're safe-ish.
Thank you. Wait, you told my mom?
Get back to work, okay? That way she can be proud of you and you have something to show for it.
Sheds the blanket there, and almost like reflexively, and there's nothing in there. Starts to collect some stuff, like he just sort of instantly went back through the motions. He was sort of there.
Goodbye.
He's a good kid.
I'm sorry I can't help more with that.
That's fine.
You are helping a lot. This Devasia Cruentus that we spoke of,
Yeah.
is that something that you think is complicated to the point where we would need your expertise to make it, or we just put it in an oven?
I mean, if you got the ingredients, and I don't want to know how or why you would have that. I mean, it ain't hard to make. You needs a little bit of time. That gnome that I've mentioned before, Jasper Shybird, he's got a kiln that he uses to make pottery and whatnot. Lets me use it on occasion when I need to heat something up real hot. And that should get plenty hot enough to break it down. There's nothing to it. Put it a bowl in and put it in. Now, it ain't for public use, the kiln. Jasper and I, we got an understanding.
Can I get a letter of writ from you?
Do you have the fucking ingredients now? Because I could take it up to the Nook to drop it off. I'm making my way to fucking Crenshaw's anyway.
Well, okay, first, if I were to make a good, a one serving size amount, if I have a hand, do I need the whole hand or can I use a pinky? If I need flesh, is it, how much flesh? How much blood?
I don't know how much Devasia Cruentus you need. I ain't a fucking exorcist.
We don't have everything right now.
The bowls that were in the well, seeing the goop after, like when I scooped it out before, I know it was mixed with some water at that point, but was it half filled? Was it?
Maybe not even that much. It wasn't that much. Like, yes, the water probably inflated its size a little bit, just with the moisture absorption, but it really wasn't that much that was in there, as far as you could tell.
So it's not necessarily, I need this amount to, and this amount and this amount to make the potion. It's just however much I need. A pinky and a little bit of blood and a little bit of flesh will make this much. It doesn't, the measurements don't matter too much.
I don't know.
Okay. We'll figure it out. We have a whole hand.
Equal parts.
We'll see, Jasper.
If you're fucking worried, I'd say throw the whole fucking hand in.
Okay.
We'll pay Jasper a visit.
He's not gonna let you use the kiln. What I'm saying is, I will take it there.
Yes. We can, you'll see us in like 20 minutes. And I'll have some ingredients for you.
All right, fine.
Okay.
Gotta get over to Crenshaw's and get the molds.
All right.
Right.
All right.
Kate's gonna go, attaboy, and pat his back.
All right.
We got the ingredients all right.
We'll see if we do.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. All right, we'll step out.
As you guys step outside, I'd say for a little bit of expediency and such, so TC, you're out sort of just east of town, and Doxley, would you gone first to like Paramount to see if TC was at his... So you see Doxley coming back out of Paramount as if Doxley had gone in to see, and you can see her looking around like it looks to you guys like she clearly did not find TC at Paramount. She's kind of looking through the thoroughfare trying to see if she can spot him, but you see her sort of down on the other end there.
Jog up to her.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So, 10 years for Thunderstones. So that's not an option.
Really quickly, where were you headed after this?
I was gonna go back and do a fucking spell.
Okay, as you were heading back from the butcher shop, you see Illien and Kayt like jogging through the thoroughfare, and then they're like jog up to Doxley there at the port. So you see them as well. So only TC's sort of out of town here, but I leave that up to you if you want to.
Annabelle's like, fuck it. And so she'll go up to them.
Okay, great. There was a brief moment before Annabel gets there. You were talking. Sorry, I cut you off.
It's 10 years, so that's not an option.
Got it.
Maeve's not sure how to diffuse or work on these thunderstones, but maybe Gujek might.
All right.
Check on him.
That's promising.
And if he doesn't, then it's up to Annabel.
Why do you look like
It's not
you're
up to Annabel.
What's going on?
It's all up to Annabel.
It's all
What's it all up to
Okay,
for me?
what's
No.
happening to your face?
What?
What?
It's pinky time.
Do you need to pee?
Oh,
it's
no.
pinky time.
Okay,
What does
we're making
that
a...
mean?
We're
I
making,
would cut it off. I would cut my own off if I could, but it won't do anything.
You're not taking my pinky!
Doxley.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
We have,
We have-
the hand from Pierpont. Yeah, bring it in, huddle.
Yeah.
Hold on, take my pinky.
All right. What the hell are y'all shouting about in the thoroughfare?
So, too many things. Order of business, yes, we need to... Do you want to give blood or flesh? We're making that potion
Oh,
now.
good, I'm getting the choice.
Yep.
Excellent.
I can... You just take the blood, I'll take the flesh.
So their blood or flesh will work?
I don't think so, but Kayt is really...
I know it will.
Okay.
I believe in Illien and Doxley.
Wow.
Does anyone have empty bottles? Vials?
Probably have.
Probably.
If you've drunk a potion in the last.
You all
whatever.
better do this nice and fast before I have time to actually think about what we're fucking
Come with me,
doing.
Doc. I don't want to do this on the street. We're gonna go down the alley.
Oh, we're going in an alley!
Everyone, come up to my fucking room.
Okay, we need to hurry.
Yeah.
There's some goblins like.
We also need
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. All right, let's go somewhere else.
Come to my room, everyone. Jesus.
Y'all need to
My
pass.
uncle.
Sort of storm into the lobby there and up the stairs.
Where's
Okay.
TC?
Yeah. You didn't find him, yeah?
No.
Okay.
Skipping.
On the way in to Clemens, I'll be like, hey, if Mr. Welker comes in, would you send him up to my room?
Of course.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh my god.
Run up to your room.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? Why? What's happening?
So
Okay.
we need to get this potion to Maeve so we can use a kiln of Jasper in the Nook.
Okay.
Only works with Maeve, and we need to get this to her in 20 minutes. Also, Niall is alive.
Oh,
We found
thanks.
him, but
Oh my god, that's great.
he's in some psychopathic trap that would need TC for it.
You're magical. Do you know how to make thunderstones inert? Like they don't work anymore?
Or just make it so
Why
make them
don't-
hover. Make them hover so they can't fall.
Or could you teleport a dude?
Yeah,
Yes.
can you teleport somebody? Like the hag.
The Thunderstone thing, the Thunderstone thing, that's more of an alchemical
Yeah.
thing. It's not your area,
No.
but there are spells that do levitate and stuff. I don't
There
know.
are spells that we could do.
Okay, great. Wait, that's great. Like
I
what?
don't necessarily have them prepared.
Okay,
But-
so
Okay, so the thunderstones are hovering and need TC, you think?
Yeah, Doxley like goes into very in-depth like
There's all
explanation
these
of
little
how it's
strings,
done.
and there's these little bunches of pickaxes hanging from the ceiling that if the string would allow it to drop, would make a big explode.
I could enhance TC's ability to use his hands to disarm the traps.
okay, that's
It's a lot
I
of pressure on a man.
could.
you can do it. Damn it.
There are other spells, but I don't really have anything available right this second for that. So
When-
But you maybe could.
Yeah, when
He's got rations.
Yes, well, there's only one that I could teleport myself, but I can't take him.
the
There's
long,
all these things in the book here, but I would need more time to study them.
What book?
No, we don't.
Haskell's
We don't have
book.
time for that. The cleric is already moving, and Ramo, if he does have the maps, like I think he might, he could. This very well could be just to do this exact thing to keep us here another day to figure out a solution.
Why would Ramo have the maps? Don't you have the other key?
Yes, but I don't know. I'm guessing because he drew the map.
I
He
think
drew-
Ramo wants to ransom him for the key, would be my best guess.
I think
That's why he kept him alive. So you'd be like, oh, wait, I've made a huge mistake. In theory, sacrificing the people I love made sense, but in reality, it don't.
the only way I could see that being true is if we checked these other tunnels and he had left something for us, like right here. But otherwise, I would have expected to see him maybe after we let Doxley down and caught us off guard or something. But there was nowhere to be found.
All right. Well, let's marinate on that. Yeah. What are we doing?
All right, I'm gonna take the dagger out.
Oh my fucking
God.
god.
Got this from family friend this morning. It's about Yarpaya. Have we talked about it? I don't know. All right.
Doxley told me about it in prison.
Great. All right. Well, if this is the time, now's the fucking time. Yarpaya. All right.
One more time for good measure.
Yarpaya.
Yeah, 3 times is good.
No glow. No glow.
You want me to do it to you and you to me, or do you want to do it yourself?
What is the best flesh to take? Take it off my arm here. Right here. You take it. Just.
All right.
We're gonna burn the entire hand. So maybe this whole strip.
Illien!
Shoulder to elbow.
Gods.
You're gonna get an infection!
Do you have...
Illien, I would say maybe something that you don't like. Maybe not your fighting arms. You
What
know,
about your buttocks or something?
I sit on that.
I still think a pinky would be great. You don't really need it. A pinky toe.
A pinky.
Why
A
do you
pinky
want
toe.
a
What you want?
pinky so bad?
I don't want it. I think it would be the least painful and least long-term damage.
That's an
to it.
appendage!
What about a little thigh meat?
Wait, you can heal. Can't you? Just cut me and then heal me.
It won't like regrow flesh. I mean, over time your body will heal. But yeah, the healing spell, heals superficial wounds and patches you up.
You'll have a gnarly scar still.
I mean, the healing might feel better and repair some of the HP damage, but it's not gonna like instantly regrow the flesh.
You're saying pinky toe for my bone instead and use the flesh for the hand?
You have flesh on your pinky toe.
No, God.
It's a teeny amount of flesh for an
Guys.
entire hand bone.
Okay. I have another pitch. Let's use just the bone part of the hand.
It has to be separate.
Yes.
Oh, okay, sorry. Jump the gun.
The bone part of the hand.
Yep.
Somebody's flesh, a moderate amount of it, a moderate amount of blood, and a moderate amount of the dead man's bone.
That's
That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
Then why do you keep talking about a fucking pinky?
Because we're
the
trying to
flesh
figure
of
out
the
where to get the flesh off
Okay,
him.
let's
Okay,
just
I
do
say a
this. I'm
meat-
freaking out.
a meaty-
Freaking out.
I have a-
Yeah, keep passing out. The blade. He's like, here I go.
Okay.
You're gonna
Thigh?
cut- thigh. A little bit of meaty thigh.
Thigh?
Meaty.
Oh my god.
Thigh meat.
Okay, so let's do
Doxley,
from.
you're gonna do it for him, and then Illien, you're gonna do it for Doxley.
Yeah.
Look, oh come on, you're turning all a shade of green. Take a deep fucking breath.
Sue me. I don't know why I am. All right, from my knee to upper thigh.
No,
That is so much skin, Illien! I don't take it!
We need a good amount.
Annabelle's gonna take that.
No.
I'll fucking do it.
No.
I don't want you
A
doing it.
moderate amount.
Also,
Give
be
it.
very careful with
Yeah,
it.
please.
That
It's
is
a
a very
family heirloom, I
important-
think. We don't totally know.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
A moderate amount.
I'm
Half
small-
thigh to knee.
No.
We need a good amount.
Illien, trust me. Trust me.
No, that's teeny.
Trust me. Please, just trust me.
Just cut me.
Kayt's gonna reach out and grab his hand and squeeze it super tight.
All right.
All right.
She's gonna take out the like the scabbard or whatever that her dagger sits in and just like put it in his mouth. Okay, here we go. And she's gonna take that.
You take the blade, and you have to. So again, you're sort of holding it almost like Cestus,
4-3.
sort of fist weapon style, and you can feel the cool metal sort of placing on
Come
your
on,
thigh
Yarpaya
there.
dagger, do
and you know
something.
that. So Dux is gonna have to kind of push to sort of almost like shave the bit of the leg there. As you touch the blade to his leg and begin to push, you can see a little bit of the blood forming on his upper thigh, and as you do that, the letters start to glow, and you push a little
What?
bit further.
Oh,
And that's where we're gonna end tonight. So as of now, the only person who saw it glow is Doxley. You're there, and you start to push, and you can't even stop. Like you're already midway through, and all the Yarkai letters start to glow on the blade.
I knew it was time. The time was 9.
And that's where we're gonna pick it up next week.
Oh my god!
God.
Oh my god!
I believe.
Oh my god!
Picking last.
Where is TC? I need his dead hand.
TZ comes back, and he's like, you hear upstairs, it's like,
Too much! Oh, I can't wait to watch TC deliver those flowers.
Oh my god!
You don't know who they're for. They're for me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed episode
69.
There was excitement, there was sadness, there was intrigue, and there was flesh being touched.
Flesh is
There was flesh in
flesh
episode
is-
69.
Oh my god.
Niall's alive. He's there.
Wow.
And that's where we're going to pick it up.
This is gonna be a hard one.
Body horror for episode 69 is really great. That's the turn that it took.
Big time.
Yeah.
You said you like body horror, and I was like,
Yeah.
she's like, I forgot the latter half of the Devazio Quentis recipe. You need to gouge your own eyeball out.
Yes.
Remove your own teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. Oh my god, what is happening in this campaign? Lowbrow's guide to 30 bits and then another 30 bits and Nice Cross in 69 bits for good measure.
Thank you guys all so much. Really
Thank you.
It needs to be that pinky. Roast beef.
Don't forget, give.826nyz.org /
Yes.
tabletopnotch so that we can win.
You have a week. You have a little over a week.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Somebody asked earlier. There's time, but do it.
Yeah. Not too much.
Oh,
Too
not-
loose.
Not time too soon. No
That-
time. Yep.
Yep.
time.
Thank you.
No loose too soon.
No lose to time. Thank you all so much. We'll see you next week. We really appreciate you guys being here, donating, bidding, subbing, and we'll see what happens with the Devazio Quentis.
Holy
Oh
smokes.
my goodness.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.